It's Wednesday. You know what that means.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans throughout the world. This is SAP Wrestling, the podcast review from two wrestling fans. And I know it has been a while, but holy fuck, we have had a lot of shit going on in the real life. That's why we are delayed in getting our last three podcasts out. Hopefully, start next week, we can get back on track. Fucking ice storm in Texas. We had crazy shit going on, computers dying, having to replace computers, get everything set back up. I had to get a new computer. My boy over here, Puppet, ended up getting a new computer after I did, and then
Totally your fault.
after he got that fucking computer, his homeboy got a computer as well. So, yeah.
Okay, so me getting one totally and blaming you. 31 getting one totally my fault.
I'll take the blame on that one too, because if you hadn't gotten a PC, then if I hadn't gotten a PC, you wouldn't have got a PC, and if you hadn't got that PC, he wouldn't have that PC. But the key thing is, all of us can play WoW together now.
Let's not even talk about the WoW thing. I'm still.
That's right, hardcore World of Warcraft player right here.
Whoa.
Got this dude into WoW, and then in return, his friend also got back into it.
Okay, now in 31's case, he was gung ho on WoW a long time ago.
Well, yeah, but if I had started talking about me playing WoW and everything, he wouldn't have gotten back into it. So,
in my case, I just kind of played because it was a game that I could play back in high school, and then I never played it again. Well, I played it on private servers, and yeah, then I made the mistake of saying, when I get a new computer, I will try it, guys.
He said it around the wrong people, because me and the people that I run with, we held him to it. So here we are. Oh shit, yeah, it's definitely one of those games where, like, until you get a better feel for it and everything, you don't want to get on stream with it. It's definitely a select universe out there for people that watch people that play WoW, because it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's not everybody's forte. You know, just like Warzone's not for everybody, Fortnite's not for everybody. WoW's the same thing. There's a select genre, a select clientele that will watch and play WoW, and trust and believe. If you think the people that play Warzone, that watch Warzone, are bad, the WoW people are a hell of a lot fucking worse, because they will quickly tell you how bad you are playing and offer suggestions on ways that you need to improve, instead of letting you play the game that you want to fucking the way you want to play it.
My response to that is, you can go kick rocks.
Right. See, me,
I'm gonna do me.
I'll make suggestions, or I'll say, when I'm playing, this is how I play when I'm playing that class. And if you want to take that advice and run with it and use it, or bend it to the way that you want to do it, all good, more power to you. But I'm not going to sit here and say, you're a dumbass because you don't play it the way that I play. I play the right way, you're playing it wrong. No, fuck them people. Fuck them trolls, man. Play the game the way you want to play it, and fuck everybody else. Fuck the haters. Because the world is fucking full of them. So, what do we got tonight? We're 3 behind.
So, we're going to mash the 3 together.
We got Undertaker.
We're going to cover Undertaker, we're going to cover Triple H, we're going to cover The Rock tonight.
Not in that particular order, but we're going to mash them all together. We're going to try and keep them separate, but, we may end up talking about all 3 of them and shit. I may end up just changing the background to a fucking slideshow and putting all 3 images together.
Now, ironically, I will say I did also watch the AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Very good pay-per-view, minus the few, the one major mishap, which was hilarious in my eyes.
It was a swan diving.
No. Okay, so the main event was a was the exploding barbed wire death match.
Yeah.
Now, anyone who has watched any exploding barbed wire death matches knows there's a timer.
Yeah.
Timer hits 0. All remaining explosives go kaboom.
Right.
All remaining explosives really didn't go kaboom. All four ring posts, sparklers went off, and a little bit of smoke from around the ring. That was about it.
That was what that little video or GIF that I saw of Kenny Omega just kind of looking around like, what the f***?
Yeah. It was a pyrotechnic mishap.
Kind of
They didn't.
like how WWE's pyrotechnics usually fuck up sometimes when Brock Lesnar's out there. Like they don't go off, or they go off too late, or
Yep.
they go off too early.
Well, these didn't go off at all. Apparently there was several around the ring that was supposed to go off, and they were rather larger.
Yeah.
Pyros that was supposed to go off. The four corner sparklers went off, and some of the smoke came out. That was about it. Minus that, honestly, the match was really well put together. There was an interesting kick out. Well, not really a kick out, but there was an interesting pin break. The ropes had pressure sensors. When someone hit the ropes,
right,
explosives go kaboom. Omega hit the one wing angel, and Moxley was close enough to the ropes to kick the rope and cause the explosion to go off and cause Omega to get off the pin. Because there is no technical rope break for this match, because the ropes are barbed wire. Who's grabbing the rope?
Exactly. If you want to grab the barbed wire, then go ahead and grab the barbed wire, but it's not going to fit.
But yeah, you see Moxley's leg, he throws it up and off to the side, and you just hear pow. And like they were right there near the ropes, so everything just kind of goes off in Omega's face. It was an interesting modern day spin to an old school classic death match,
right?
Like Japanese death match. And I thought it was really well done. But maybe we get together and we can just kind of do a review as we watch it or something, since I know you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. What I could do is I could take the overlay that we're sitting on right now, maybe make the cam boxes a little bit smaller, get rid of the spinning mic at the bottom, and put like a screen down at the bottom. And since we're recording and we're not doing this live on Twitch or anything, we could broadcast, maybe we could have the pay-per-view playing or something while we're recording and watching it together and discussing what's going on and everything. Yeah, granted it would be 2-3 hour long podcast, but still, it would be something different. And YouTube pretty much is just gonna flag it for monetization, but
or technically with AEW we can have the audio playing.
Okay.
Even if it was live, we could play the audio and do a live review or watch along, and it's fair. Just I don't think we can show the video.
We'll look into it.
Yeah,
it'd be nice to do that with Mania, but you know how WWE and shit. They got their own fucking cyber security team that goes around and watches hours and hours and hours of videos on YouTube just to look for reasons to flag. It's something we'll look into. But let's see. Our first one, as you can tell from the overlay, folks, is the Undertaker. The icon almost would go as far as to say Mr. WrestleMania, because 30 years.
I wouldn't call him Mania. I think Sean being Mr. WrestleMania is correct. Taker is the streak. Just point blank plain, is Taker's claim to fame is that infamous streak.
Right.
Taker, I'm gonna be honest, that alone, like him alone, we could do a whole 2 hour just off his WrestleMania moments. What was it? 21 and 1?
Yeah, 22 and
I mean, before the streak ended, I think it was like 21 and 1.
yeah, it was 21 and 0, and then he lost to
And
Lesnar, and it went 21
he's
and 1,
20.
22 and 2 now, I think.
No, 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 no. Let's see. He beat Wyatt the next year. He beat
Cena,
and then Reigns beat him.
yeah, that was
So
23 and 2,
23,
23 and 2,
23 and 2.
23 and 2.
Um,
Yeah, because he was 21 and lost to Lesnar, 21 and 1, beat Wyatt 22 and 1, beat Cena 23 and 1, lost to Reigns 23 and 2. So 25 years of WrestleMania. I know that
yeah.
I have the 25 years T-shirt somewhere in my work.
So, like, when you just looking at it like that, like when you're picking WrestleMania moments, there's 25 matches right there.
Right.
There's not really a Taker match that wasn't a WrestleMania moment.
Right.
Well, no, I take that back. Elegante, WrestleMania 9.
Yeah.
Elegante was, yeah, okay. We could probably skip that one.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
memorable matches for Taker and Mania for me is the match. Of course, the two with Shawn, the two with the 2 consecutive years with Shawn, followed up by the 2 consecutive years with Hunter. But before that, there was, I think it was WrestleMania 17, maybe. It was Taker. It may not have been 17. It was Taker and Triple H. And I think it was a street fight. That was a really good one. Of course, Taker's match with Flair at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That Flair has notably commented and made the statement, if it hadn't been for Taker, Flair would have retired sooner than what he did.
Right. So let's see. Let's go back. His first WrestleMania was in 1991. It was Jimmy Snuka, followed by Jake Roberts, Giant Gonzalez, King Kong Bundy, Diesel, Psycho Sid, Kane. Big
Now,
Boss
Sid was the first title. I remember that one.
Yeah, WWF Championship.
Yeah.
And he went up against
Sid.
Kane. And then Big Boss Man. That was a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah. That was a hanging, is what that was.
Yeah.
That was when they had, because I don't think it was.
That was 16.
No, I know, but I don't think they labeled it as the Hell in a Cell. I think that was like the Kennel from Hell match or something. But it had Big Blue, and then there was the Cell, and that's when they infamously hung Big Boss Man.
Right.
But yeah.
And then 17, you were right. It was Triple H. That was actually at my hometown in Houston.
That was in Houston.
Astrodome for 17. 18 was Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
19 was a 2-on-1 handicap match between the A Train and Big Show.
Yep.
WrestleMania 20 was against Kane again. 21 was
against
Orton.
He had a total of 3 against Kane at Mania, I think.
2.
Was it just 2?
He's had multiple matches against Kane, but he's only had 2 against Kane at Mania.
I thought he had 3 against Kane.
This goes all the way up. This list goes up to 21 and 0. So WrestleMania 21 was against Randy Orton.
Yep.
That was the first.
That was the Bob Orton ordeal.
That was the first time that the streak was actually challenged.
Yeah.
And then 22, Mark Henry. That was a casket match. And then 23 was Batista for the World Heavyweight Championship.
24 was
Edge
Edge.
for the World Heavyweight Championship. And then
25, 26 was Michaels.
25 and 6
27,
was Michaels.
28,
26
20.
was a no disqualification streak versus career.
Yep.
And then
Because the first 25 was they deemed it essentially it was heaven against hell.
yeah.
And they played that's when Michaels ascended from the ceiling on the pedestal
Yeah.
in the bright light, and Taker came from the ground. And then 26 was the
26 was Michaels.
streak. Yeah, streak career. 27 was
Triple H in a no holds barred match.
And then 28 was the end of their Hell in a Cell with Michaels as the ref.
Right.
29 was
CM Punk.
Yes.
CM
That
Punk.
was Bearer. That was the year Bearer passed, and they did the whole storyline with Punk and Iron and and then 30 was, of course, Lesnar beating the streak in New Orleans. And then 31 was San Francisco Bray Wyatt. 32 was John Cena. And then I feel like there was someone between Cena and Wyatt.
Let's see. After the streak, Bray Wyatt at 31, Shane McMahon at 32.
32 was Dallas. That's right.
Right. 33 was Reigns. And then 34 was Cena. And
35 was AJ.
Yeah. 35 was AJ.
Yeah, that's right. All right. We're back on track. I thought there was one between. I thought there was at least one.
Yeah,
we forgot Shane and we forgot Boneyard.
Because that was back when the Authority was running, and Vince had showed up and was part of the Authority, and then Shane came out and was the big fan favorite and challenged McMahon at a Mania match for something, and he allowed Vince to choose his partner, and at that point, Vince chose Undertaker to be his opponent.
That was that redesigned cell that was twice as tall, and McMahon comes hurls his body off of it through an announce table.
It's like shit. And Shane showing, in his 50s, he's still willing to take them fucking bumps that could kill his ass. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, Undertaker's had so many Manias, so many moments, so many matches and shit, and I was wondering if he had any Hell in a Cell matches at Mania, and he did. And for some reason, I was thinking he faced Mankind at Mania, but he never did. He always faced Mankind.
No, the big one for Mankind was SummerSlam.
Yeah. He always faced Mankind at the non. I mean, the big pay-per-views, but not the grandest pay-per-view. And I would have loved to have seen him and Mankind at a Hell in a Cell match at a WrestleMania.
Yes, I think him and Mankind would have done amazing at Mania.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, looking at the times, his quickest match was his first match against Jimmy Snuka at 4 minutes and 20 seconds. It goes to 6 minutes 36 seconds against Jake the Snake Roberts. The Giant Gonzalez was 7 minutes 33 seconds. That ended in a disqualification. King Kong Bundy was 6:36. And then after that, it jumps up to 16 minutes 46 seconds against Diesel, 21 minutes against Psycho Sid, 17 minutes against Kane. And then the Big Boss Man was 9 minutes 48 seconds. 18 minutes against Triple H, 18 minutes against Flair, 9 minutes 45 seconds against Big Show and A-Train, 7:45 against Kane, and then 14 minutes against Orton, 9 minutes against Henry, and then after that, you don't see anything below 10 minutes again. The longest match he had was 30 minutes 50 seconds against Triple H. Uh, According to the streak. Why they stopped it? I want all of them at. What else is up? Need a list of all the matches.
Who was the longest with?
I think it was Triple H at 30 minutes and 50 seconds,
Oh yeah,
almost
yeah,
31
yeah, yeah,
minutes.
yeah. Yeah, the I think it was the cell match.
No,
I
it
wa-
was the no holds barred match.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
was
the match
almost
that. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. And then Taker came. Taker came back the next year and challenged Hunter, and Hunter wasn't going to do it. And Taker kept saying, "You're going to do it," and it was the whole storyline was behind it was even though Taker won the match the previous year, Taker was not the one. He physically was not able to walk out of the arena, and he wanted the redemption. So ironically, here's the thing that I like the most. So the WrestleMania with Edge
yeah,
was tossed up, ending the streak, and Edge ending the streak. It was also discussed Mark Henry ending the streak when he was facing Mark Henry.
right,
Um, Taker legitimately wanted to see it go to someone like Bray, CM Punk, Roman Reigns. He did like the idea of Edge ending the streak. Um, he wasn't so keen on Lesnar ending the streak, but you know, boss man says Lesnar's going to break the streak, so
right. What can you do?
yeah. Now I will say, I personally, and as shocking as it is to say this, I personally did not see an issue with Lesnar beating the streak because the way that he had been billed and built up.
Right,
He is a monster. He's this. He's that. He's the beast incarnate. If Lesnar's not able to beat Taker, who is?
exactly. Exactly.
Um,
I think if they were going to do it at that, I think they did it entirely too soon. It's my opinion for that. But, you get to the point where Lesnar's on a streak. He's on a roll. He's this big beast, a monster. And you just gotta.
because I think at the time, uh, I think the Orton incident happened after this Mania. Not 100% sure. The SummerSlam where he splits him open the hard
Yeah,
way
yeah,
with the elbow.
yeah.
I think it happened after this Mania. It may have been the SummerSlam before. Not 100% sure on that one. Um, but you had the Lesnar returning, Extreme Rules, Cena. They went to war. You had Lesnar and Triple H go to war a couple times. Yeah, Randy's happened at this point. Randy happened, and then Taker happened at Mania. So then, like, you lead that into, um, you got Brock Lesnar who literally just decimated Randy Orton and split his head wide ass open
Right.
with an elbow. Um, you know, he's going through your top guys. He's he went in a triple threat with, well, that was the following year. He was in the triple threat with Roman and Seth. Um, if Here's my thing, the only way that I would have booked it different was Taker keeps the streak going to 31. He's 22-0. Wyatt's calling himself the new face of fear. He's got the whole Wyatt family gimmick going. It's over. Wyatt ends the streak.
Yeah.
Now just stop and think. Why Bray Wyatt ends the streak, and now you have this monster of the Fiend wreaking havoc. You, instead of giving the Beast Incarnate the streak, you just gave someone the streak that is now, later on down the road, one of your biggest stars. And he also has that accolade of, I beat the dead man in his own yard.
Exactly.
I beat him at his show.
Right.
Hindsight 50-50, does he need it? Or hindsight 20-20, does he need it? No. Look how over the Fiend is, and he ain't been on the show since December.
Exactly. He's still over. Still big.
Like, they've literally been playing the Fiend character without Bray Wyatt being there.
Right, they got to
And
go
keeping it
through
alive
this
with Randy and they
and
got it
Bliss.
alive with Randy and Bliss. Like, I don't know another superstar other than the Undertaker who was not able to be regularly on the show, and people were just like, "Ooh, it's so and so."
Exactly. Right.
Taker would, because you stop and think, Taker disappeared several times.
Yeah.
Where it was months from Mania, and he didn't come back until SummerSlam. That's almost a whole half a year. And he come back, and he is still over.
Exactly. I mean,
No one else is able to pull that off.
15 years from now, Taker could be in his fucking 80s. The lights go off and that gong hits, and he's still going to be over.
Oh, yeah.
He'll come out there on a fucking rascal.
Yeah.
Come out on a rascal, and his little medical aid will come out and help him get out of the rascal. And not even strong enough to lift his hands, the aid will just hold his hands up and just lift his hands up, and he'd still fucking be over.
So I will say this. So Taker's retired. He's made that clear.
Yeah.
I honestly think that by this time, X amount of years down the road, it's going to be the same thing with Bray.
Yeah.
I honestly think that is one of the reasons why Taker is like, I think it's okay for me to go now.
Yeah. I think it would have been good for Taker to do one more match against Bray again, but with the Fiend, because the Bray that he went up against was the Wyatt family Bray.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
It was the Swamp family.
Yeah, it wasn't against schizophrenic Bray Wyatt with the Fiend in the background. Anything. I think it would have been good to have one more match against the Fiend. Put the Fiend, solidify the Fiend as being the new dark person in the WWE. Solidify him as being, the new phenom, the new baddie.
Now, I will openly say this. I think if they speculated that 36 is going to be in a live crowd, I think last year they did the Boneyard match. This year would have been the perfect year for the Fiend Taker cinematic. Taker could have worked it. Taker could have been fine in it. It would have been safe. And I guarantee you. Now, I'm not going to go so far as to say that it would be better than the Boneyard match.
Right.
Because I will be absolutely honest. I don't think anything will ever completely top the Boneyard match.
No.
Just because
one of a kind
it was, it was Taker, it was AJ. We got Undertaker, we got the American Badass, we got Mark Calloway. Like, you got all aspects of him.
Right.
Do I think that they could have put on a match that would have been close to it? Yes.
Yeah, they could have, but they would have never come anywhere close.
Now, I will say, AEW did a cinematic match at Revolution. That's rivals the Boneyard match. And I legitimately mean it rivals the Boneyard match. It was just as good, if not maybe a little better. And that was Sting, Darby Allin, Team Taz Street Fight. Now, on the same hand, you stop and you look at it, Darby Allin is an amateur film director.
Right.
So, right there, okay, he's a film school dropout. That's exactly how he says it. But dude, you should have seen some of those shots. They were amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you look back at the first ever Hell in a Cell done at Bad Blood. You know, that was an iconic match between him and Shawn Michaels with Kane coming in, making his, WWE, WWF debut. If they had left the Hell in a Cell alone at that, it would have been good. But now, you got a pay-per-view dedicated around Hell in a Cell. And with the shit that they've gone through with the Hell in a Cell having, 2 matches in a Hell in a Cell end in a no contest or end in a disqualification when it's supposed to be a no disqualification, they've lost credibility with the Hell in a Cell.
I think they've only had one end in a no contest or DQ.
I think they've had 2.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just one. Just the one with Seth Rollins and The Fiend. Because Roman and Jay didn't end like that.
I'll look it up. Yeah, it was a strange DQ for Rollins and The Fiend.
Yeah. That should be the only one. Because essentially, a Hell in a Cell is no DQ, so how did The Fiend get DQ'd?
Right. No, Rollins was DQ'd.
Oh well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, how did anyone get DQ'd in a match that there's technically no DQs in?
Right. It's like Sean Waltman said, how do you get disqualified in a Hell in a fucking Cell?
Because you got to stop and look at it. Look at the New Days and the Usos Hell in a Cell. At one point, they had Xavier Woods handcuffed, strung up on the corner, beating him with kendo sticks.
Right.
They had one of the Usos locked in the corner of a cell, pinned between kendo sticks.
Right.
And you're going to DQ someone for swinging a mallet? Shawn Michaels blasted Undertaker in the very first Hell in a Cell with a chair. Or no, Taker blasted Shawn with a chair.
Right. Busted him open.
Like, hell, Mankind had a damn tooth in his nose from where he went through the top of a cell and the match continued.
Right.
That also brings me one of my favorite moments in wrestling, when the Undertaker literally chokeslammed Terry Funk out of his shoes.
Right.
Man's shoe is in the middle of the ring while the match is going after he done been chokeslammed out of it. It don't get no better than that.
Exactly.
But no, like we were saying, I think, do I disagree with Lesnar beating the streak? No. Do I think there was better booking options? Definitely. But I'll be honest. His Boneyard match, 35. That Boneyard match, man, it was amazing.
Right.
And a lot of people are like, well, a lot of people feel that way because it was Taker's last match. And I get it. I can see where they're coming from on that. You know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's not why I like the match. The match was so well put together, so well done. And then when you watch the documentary for Taker that ran along the last ride, and he's talking about how he finds out his brother passed away like the day before they started shooting this thing,
Right.
and he's trying to figure out how is he supposed to tell his mom without being there. Everything Taker's having to deal with. Then you look at it, and it's AJ Styles and it's Undertaker, and they've built it up perfectly. It's not a match that can be settled in the ring. Everything's been made personal.
Right.
Dude,
It's got to be in the boneyard.
that story and that build up and the way it was told, the way that match was shot, dude, no, it was flawlessly executed.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm saying this. I'm saying this as someone who, if you ask which company I think is better, AEW or WWE, I'll say AEW all day and all night.
Right.
Because they are right now.
Yeah.
But WWE delivered on the Boneyard match. If that is indeed truly really his last match, it doesn't get any better.
Right.
But yeah, like you, you can't beat it.
I just hope to God that that's the only boneyard match they do, and they don't
Yeah,
try to recreate it and bring it back with something else.
I know. I've thought about this. Is Boneyard match going to be something? I don't think you can do that again. That match was specifically built
Right.
around Taker's personas,
Right. Well,
his
and
personality,
right,
his
but
everything.
you also look at Bad Blood. The Hell in a Cell was built. The match was built for Undertaker to keep Shawn Michaels inside the cell and everybody else out.
Yes and no. The real reason that match was
And it
made
was
was
it
for
was
the
made to
debut of
debut
Kane.
Kane. Right.
That was the
Exactly.
only reason that match was
But
made.
now you
But
look at it, and then you fast forward, and next thing you know, he's in a Hell in a Cell with Mankind, and that was a damn good fucking match. But now, like, what I don't like is now you've got a pay per view dedicated to Hell in a Cell, and Hell in a Cell. It's like everything is Hell in a Cell. I mean, it's like there's other
it,
matches that you can do besides Hell in a Cell.
but here, okay, I see your argument, and I'm going to match it with this. TLC. TLC was only at Mania when it first was in inception.
Right.
Now it has its own pay per view, and it generally stands out to be one of the better pay per views.
Right.
So Hell in a Cell was okay. Random, sporadically, we're gonna have this, but it's a match that when you put the right guys in there, or when you put the right people in there,
Right.
because I'll be honest, Charlotte and Sasha
Yeah.
tore the goddamn Hell in a Cell match down. That was
Right.
probably the best females Hell in a Cell.
Right.
Period. Um, in my opinion, it's up there in the top 5 of Hell in a Cell matches.
Right.
But Hell in a Cell is such a special kind of match. You can focus a pay per view around it. It's like Elimination Chamber. It's like the Rumble. It's like Money in the Bank. It's such a special kind of match. Or yeah, Money in the Bank is another one. But TLC. TLC. I mean, they have certain matches that are powerful enough to center a pay-per-view around. That's like NXT's War Games. Like, NXT only does War Game once a year.
Right.
You don't see it any other time. And generally, there's a storyline that builds into William Regal coming out and delivering that line of, it's going to be a War Games.
Right.
If they keep it like that and you don't sprinkle in, oh, we're going to have a Hell in a Cell match
in the middle of War
in March.
Right.
You're fine. Now, you get to where you're doing, for example, we're going to have a TLC match in SummerSlam. Well, then what's the point of having TLC as a pay-per-view? Just keep it as the gimmick match and use it whenever you want to.
Right.
Like, I kind of I do like having the centric gimmick match pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell, TLC, Money in the Bank, Elimination Chamber. Because come time for Elimination Chamber, you're getting 2 chamber matches.
Right.
You're either getting, one of them's going to be for the title, one of the 2 titles. One may be a female, one may be a tag, one may be to determine who's going to fight the champion later in the pay-per-view.
Right.
But it works. However you play that one. And they've showed that. Hell in a Cell, you're going to have at least 2 Hell in a Cell matches. It may be a grudge match, a championship match, a tag team match, or a women's match. You don't know, but it's going to be good.
Right.
You
know what I want to see? Bring back World War III.
See?
Give me the 3 fucking rings in the ring.
Wait a minute.
The arena.
No. Wait. You want to know how that would work?
Huh.
That would work in AEW right now. Because of the deal that they have with Impact and New Japan.
Yeah.
3 rings. Give me your best 10. Your 10 best from Impact, 10 best from New Japan, 10 best from AEW.
Yeah.
We're going to put them all in a ring. We're going to see who the best is.
Right. Didn't they have more than 30 though? Because World War III was 3 rings.
Oh wait.
And it was World War III was 3 rings, and there was 15 to 20 people on each ring, and it was basically a battle royale. But it was WCW's battle royale. Where
I think it was 60. I think they had 60 in total, 30 per ring.
No, it was 3 rings. It was 20 per ring, because it was WCW.
That's what I said. 20 per ring. They had 60 total, I do believe.
You said 60, 30 per ring.
I meant 20.
Yeah. And it was WCW's Battle Royale rules, which was over the top rope for elimination, pinfall, or submission. Or, I think in this case, if you left the ring too, you could also be eliminated. So, like, if there was no getting out of the ring to avoid people, so, like, you couldn't, like, you know how some of the guys do in WWE when they're in it, they get out of the ring and they go chill with the announcers. There was none of that because you would be eliminated from the match. And then, like, once everybody was eliminated from one ring, the final 3 competitors met in one ring, and then they fought it out to be declared the winner.
Yeah, but over the years, there was a couple different rule changes to that. I think when it started out, when it got down to the last 5 in each ring, it was either last 5 or last 4 in each ring. Then they moved them into one ring, and then when it came down to the final 2, then it was pinfall submission wins the match.
Yeah.
Later on, I think it came down to I know one year they did the last 5 in each ring. then center ring, over the top until the last two, then pinfall submission. Then there was one year they did sole survivor from each ring, middle ring, triple threat match. That was one of WCW's issues. Like, okay, War Games. They never changed the rule for War Games. It stayed the same. World War III, the rules changed every so often.
Right.
And it was like, dude, if you will keep the same set of rules, this match will just grab everyone. Because you got 3 fucking rings here. Come on.
Exactly.
Like, I'm sorry. You tell me there's a match where there's more than 1 ring, I am invested.
Exactly. Paying attention
Why?
to that.
Why? Because there's a whole lot of fucking chaos going on, and I'm going to love every second of it.
Exactly. Like, I liked NXT's War Games. That was nice. 2 rings side by side in the cage. You know, that was interesting. That had me hooked.
The only thing I didn't like about NXT's War Games is the top's not on the cage. That's what's missing.
Yeah, true.
I will be uno momentos if I don't fall.
Don't fall. What to say? Yeah, but I mean, not having the roof on the cage actually led to some spectacular moments as well.
Oh yeah, I completely agree with that.
With people, you know, especially in the women's match when they wouldn't let one of them get in the ring, so she just died, just fucking trash canned herself on top, off the top edge of the ring.
Dude, Io Shirai's trash can jump was great.
And it was unexpected because the camera pans up and there's Io Shirai on top of the fucking structure with a trash can, puts the trash can on and just yeets herself off.
But I mean, also look at it. We got to see Pat McAfee just like splash ass and no one catch him in the middle of the ring off the top of this thing.
Right.
We saw Tommaso Ciampa deliver the fairy tale ending to Adam Cole through 2 tables. We've seen Ricochet do double moonsaults off of it.
Right.
I liked that. What I didn't like was when they first introduced it, it was 3 teams of 3. One person enters this time. There's no cage. It made no sense. It was just all over the place.
Right. Yeah, they could have changed some things about it, but you know, I mean, they got to keep it interesting when they did that. Okay, so in recap, what else is there to discuss? Well, I mean, I can't really ask that question because there's so much to discuss about the Undertaker. Let's see. Key highlights that I took from Undertaker was the numerous streak versus streak matches, the what was it, the Boneyard match, the iconic Boneyard match that hopefully there will never be another one.
Okay, I've got one thing we haven't touched on.
Okay.
That I feel like we need to touch on. Because if we don't, I'm going to feel terrible about myself because it's one of those things that was probably one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Can we just take a second to address all of those beautiful entrances that he had throughout the years?
Right.
The hearse, the death chariot with the buzzard, the demons,
coming down the ring.
The minions, the spawns from hell grabbing at him. Like, I mean, let's just be honest. Taker had amazing entrances for Mania.
All the way down to the American Badass when he come out on the fucking Harley and shit.
Well, that was almost like an everyday entrance. But, yes. Like, okay, guys, I'm sorry. Y'all are fixing to see me eat. Mainly because I've not eaten all day and food just got here. I'm sorry.
Podcast host privilege. He's had some spectacular.
He has. Now I feel like we've touched on the major aspects of.
Right. All right. On that note,
Damn, Six, did you have a solar flare go off in front of you?
no, it's a white screen on the monitor in front of me. I can have
Just
the
out of
solar
nowhere.
screen. I can turn my studio lights on, then it'll be a damn solar flare. Let's try it. Alexa, turn on the pool room.
I'm sorry, the pool room is not responding. Holy Jesus Christ.
Alexa, turn off the pool room.
I'm sorry, the pool room is not
Holy
responding
shit.
right now. That's what my goddamn Alexa says all the fucking time.
She's delayed for some reason. Been having issues with the internet the last few days around here, so I'll tell her to do something and it'll be like 30, 45 seconds later, like, okay. It's like, well, what the fuck? Like the other day, I told her to turn off the office light because it's connected. It's one of those Philips Hues. It's
Yeah.
connected to my Bluetooth to my phone, and my phone's connected to the Wi-Fi. So I tell her to turn off the office light when I'm going to bed, and I just leave the office because she does it. Well, the other day our internet was acting up, and like I went in, I made my rounds and everything, checked everything out, and as I was going to bed, I come back and the light was still on. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then, like, not 45 seconds later, the light turns off. And this was like 15 minutes later. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Go ahead and power cycle the modem.
Like, I will be honest. I feel like we touched on everything with Taker.
Yep.
We covered the. Well, we didn't cover in detail. So before we do switch over to the other two, I'm going to say this: we can touch. Actually, no, we'll cover those with the respective opponents.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be part of their memorable matches.
He didn't face The Rock at Mania though.
Mm-mm.
He did face Triple H though.
Mm-hmm. So we'll cover those right there.
Yeah. So moving on, full head of steam into The Rock, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, or as most people call him now, Dwayne Hollywood Johnson.
Now, I'm not being paid by any way, shape, and or form to say this, but if you've not seen Young Rock, you should definitely watch it because it's fucking hilarious. Okay, thank you.
I have not seen it, but I will be checking it out.
Oh, it's hilarious.
One day.
Now, The Rock. There's. We might as well just go ahead and state the obvious one for The Rock, and that's going to be 19. Him and Hogan.
Yeah.
That was 18, 19. One of the two.
All right, let's pull it up. Let's pull up the list. Let's see. WrestleMania 13.
You got the trilogy with Austin.
Let's see. At 13 he wrestled the Sultan.
Mhm.
At 14 he wrestled Ken Shamrock. That was back. That was when he was in the. Let's see. He wrestled the Sultan when he was Rocky Maivia. And then he changed his moniker to The Rock for 14. He wrestled Shamrock. In 1999, at 15, he wrestled Stone Cold.
So there's the first one.
Yeah, that was for the WWE Championship. That was with the no, that was different. That was when Austin. I can't say that was when he first won the championship, but
no, he first won the championship at 13.
13 against Michaels with the guest enforcer Mike Tyson. Let's see, WrestleMania 2000. He
Was
wrestled
a four
against
corner,
Triple
wasn't it?
H. Four-way elimination match for the WWE Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H won that one. That was The Rock, Mick Foley, Big Show, and Triple H.
That was the McMahon in every corner match.
Yeah, that was Triple H with Stephanie, The Rock with Vince, Foley with Linda, and Big Show with Shane. And then 17 at Houston, he faced Stone Cold again for
There's number 2.
Another no DQ match for the WWE Championship, and he lost that match again.
Mm-hmm.
Austin had won that one. WrestleMania 18 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. In 2002, he squared off against Hulk Hogan and beat Hogan.
You said 18?
18.
Okay.
And then in 19, he went up against Stone Cold and beat Stone Cold. But that doesn't show as a championship match either.
He wasn't.
But he's had Intercontinental Championship match twice, the WWE Championship 4 times at Mania. And then, let's see, Stone Cold. And then there was a handicap match. It was Randy Orton, Batista, and Ric Flair versus
against Mankind and
the Rock and
Sock Connection.
Right. That was at 20. And then The Rock and John Cena in Miami in a singles match.
And then the following year
was
in New York, New Jersey.
John Cena and The Rock again. So The Rock won the first one, and then John Cena won the second one for the championship. And then singles match in Arlington, Texas, which was like maybe 15 seconds long, was him versus Eric Rowan with Bray and Braun at the ringside. That's when he basically rock bottom Rowan and pinned him real quick. That doesn't even need to be on there. That's a fluke of a match.
I hate to say this, but I just now realized that I picked out on 2 beefy 5-layer burritos with steak instead of beef. And it's going to be live on YouTube.
Yep.
I put a lot of thought in on that one, but
I may even put a caption on there: beefy 5-layer burritos.
Steak, no beef.
Damn puppet.
Dude, I'm not lying. Look, I ain't had them that long,
hey,
and they're gone.
When you're hungry, man.
Listen, 225 pounds knows how to put it down.
Same way, man. When I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Yeah, we had stir fry for dinner, and the wife ate her plate and left, and I ate the fucking rest of that shit, man. I was hungry.
I will say this, or actually, I'm going to ask you this. The Rock. There's 3 matches that you named off that we've got a podcast on someone next week for March 16th, aka 316, aka Austin 316 Day. Do you want to save those 3 and do them with Austin?
Yeah, we can. I mean, there's
no
sense in
I was going to say
now, and
because besides that, we really only have for Austin Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we might as well just save those for next week because if not, we're gonna have a short Stone Cold podcast for me.
Okay. In that case, the keys for Rock that I would even mention or say were notable, even worthy of talking about.
Yeah.
Mania moment wise, not saying career wise, because I'll be absolutely honest. I came into putting Rock on this list thinking I was going to get to talk about my favorite Rock match, which was the ladder match with Triple H, only to realize, fuck, that was at SummerSlam.
Right. See, I remember going back in 1998 in Boston, Massachusetts with The Rock versus Ken Shamrock for the Intercontinental title. I remember that one because Shamrock put him in the ankle lock, Rock tapped out, but Shamrock refused to break it, so they reversed the decision, and gave it and disqualified Shamrock.
I was going to say the noteworthy ones for me are Shamrock, because that was someone who was new to wrestling, first off, with Ken Shamrock. or newer to professional wrestling. And he got in there and he put on a classic with The Rock. This is young Rock. This isn't, most electrifying pie
Right. This was arrogant Rocky
eating,
Myers.
eyebrow
Yeah.
raising,
Right.
trailblazing. This is The Rock just coming into being The Rock
Right. This is back when he was still the
with the
punk
Nation of
kid,
Domination.
and right when he, I think that was when he had just taken over the nation at that point.
Yeah, it was.
So
It was. That's what I'm getting at. Like this is Rock before boom, I am The Rock.
right, this is before Do You Smell What the Rock is Cooking?
And they put on a hell of a match. It was very good. It told of the story and the psychology. One of the best ones on the card, like you pointed out. Ken Shamrock won the match and had the ankle lock and
Right.
refused to break it, and they told the story of it and the reversal, the decision reversal. Rock keeps the title.
Right.
It was, to me, it was beautifully done.
Right. It was well executed. It was a good match. It was good back and forth between the two, and it really sold the moniker that they gave Shamrock as the world's, was it the world's most dangerous man or something?
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah.
that shit, you know.
Now, you go from that one to the next key moment. Toronto, Hogan, Rock. It was what, a good 3.5, 4 minutes before they ever even touched each other,
Yeah.
and the crowd was on their feet just chanting. The place was electric. There's not really a lot to say there other than it was Hulk Hogan against The Rock. Probably two of the biggest names for different eras.
Yeah.
And they're standing there face to face. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, The Rock. This is the most electrifying, the pie eating, the trailblazing.
That's
Do you
right,
smell what The Rock is cooking?
This was back when
This was
Vince
when Vince
released
brought
the
the NWO back.
Right, when Vince released
Cause
the poison on WWE because
yeah,
he didn't like the way things were going.
Because this is also the same show where we get all of the wonderful Stone Cold Steve Austin stunner memes of Scott Hall.
Right.
Where he takes off into orbit and then lands back into the ring.
Yeah. Where he like jumps like 16 feet in the air and just lands flat on his back like a dead horse.
He takes that stunner and he just like he is dunking over Shaq. And just like when he comes down, his arms and legs are wide, like just up in the air. And he just flatbacks it like that.
Looked like a dead fucking horse just laid out in the middle of the fucking ring. But it's like there's a guy on TikTok that I follow that I laughed my ass off at because he posted a video that, and it was basically all of the oversells for just like the way people oversell the Stone Cold Stunner. And like in one of them, it was that Scott Hall moment. It was just fucking hilarious as hell to watch him take that damn stunner and just jump 20 feet in the fucking air and then land on his back with the arms and legs straight up.
Dude, just about every video that you look up on YouTube has that oversell.
Right. Like another person that was good at overselling is always Ziggler.
Okay. I will not say that Ziggler oversells.
Or sorry, good at selling is Ziggler. Ziggler's
I
always
will
good
say
at selling.
Ziggler can over animate.
Right.
But when he does, it does not take away from the move that was done. The way he does it makes that move look like it should have killed anyone else.
Right, and it's not the whole Shawn Michaels pissed off at Hulk Hogan, so he just
Oh my god.
oversells every fucking move that
A
Hogan
big,
does.
the big boot. He takes the bump, comes back on his feet, does a front flip, and flops like a fish. That was the hellacious big boot right there.
Like,
But
Jesus.
no, yeah, like Ziggler took a brogue kick from Sheamus,
Right.
and I remember it. When Sheamus hit that brogue kick, Ziggler hit, rolled back. He didn't come back to his feet, but he rolled through and then rolled, like barrel rolled
Right.
all the way out of the ring and just was dead.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, is it? Would you classify it as an oversell? Technically, yes.
Yeah, but it was a good
But
sell.
he looked like he kicked the soul out of him.
Right. And that was what they were going for, too. Let's see, what else? What else? So Rock's record is 6-5 at Mania.
Yeah.
6-5. Most of his key losses were Stone Cold. I mean, 2 losses to Stone Cold.
One to Cena, one to
Cena.
I think Hogan.
No,
I'm pretty sure Hogan. I thought Hogan won that one. Okay.
He beat Hogan. No, because remember, he beat Hogan, and that was when
He beat Hogan, and
turned on
then that
Hogan
summer, yeah, he
because they
beat
shook
Hogan.
hands.
He beat Hogan, and then that SummerSlam was Hogan and Shawn, and that's when Hogan didn't want to sell, didn't want Shawn, didn't want to put Shawn over essentially,
Right.
and Shawn's, well, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna make you look like a fool.
Right. And that was the whole. At the end of Mania, when Rock beat
Yeah,
Hogan, that was when they shook hands at the end of it, and then they did
the next night on
storyline
Raw.
where the NWO kicked Hogan out and started recruiting more into the new NWO.
Yeah, that was the next night on Raw. They jumped Hogan because Hogan wouldn't let them jump Rock. This, that, and the other. Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, when you come off the match from Hogan, then your next memorable one is the third of the Austin trilogy, and then it's, for me, it's the matches with John Cena.
Yeah.
Like his little quick appearances, this, that, and the. All right, well, that's good, but
right.
Those matches for Cena, we had Rock back. Like Rock was essentially back for professional wrestling. Not only that, the promos. Oh my God, the promos! Look at you out here looking like a big old box of Fruity Pebbles.
Right.
He just called the man who is carrying this company on his back a box of walking, talking Fruity Pebbles.
I remember those feuds because Cena came out in the whole Thugonomics gimmick with the chains and did his little rap against the Rock, and then Rock came out later with a guitar and did the little country song insulting Cena.
He did the interview via satellite, and he's one of the things was she kung pao bitch, and it's just like, oh my God,
right?
Like the promos between Cena and Rock,
right. The Rock could lay down
amazing.
a promo. Rock could lay down a promo. It didn't matter who it was against. He could lay down a promo. Like when he come out there singing a song, like he called Vicky Guerrero out and started singing to her and everything and insulting her. Like it didn't matter what it was. The dude could issue a promo. He was not afraid to be on the mic.
And you know what? Here's what I'm going to say about this. And we touched on it on a past podcast. We talked about that moment where John Cena came out and it was cutting a promo with Roman Reigns.
Right.
I think it was one of our promo. It actually was. It was our promo episode that we did.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about our opinions on Mike, and I think you had Cena in your list, and I said Cena is nowhere near my list.
Right.
but I will give him props on this. Here's the thing. I don't think Cena without having the 2 Rock matches could have came out incredibly delivered that promo to Reigns
Right.
as effectively as he did.
No, he
Because
wouldn't have been.
without standing across from the Rock and picking up on what Rock was doing,
Right.
you look like a walking, talking box of fruity pebbles. And then he would play off what he said. If that hadn't happened, that moment where John Cena looked at Roman and said, "It's called a promo, kid," would have never happened or would not have been credible.
Right. And Cena in return did that down the line to Roman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, had it not been for those, if those matches hadn't happened, I don't
Right.
think that promo would have happened.
No, it wouldn't have.
Now,
Oh wait.
yeah, he looks at him. He goes,
I'll
"Don't
wait.
worry, I'll wait." And then he still has nothing. He goes, "It's called a promo, kid. This is
Right.
why I'm still here.
Right.
I'm not a John Cena fan, but oh damn, he just roasted his ass."
Right. Exactly.
But and like, and I really didn't put honestly, I didn't put the connection together until right now. We're sitting here talking about The Rock, Cena,
Yeah.
the promos, and then like it all added up. I'm like, Cena did the same damn shit to Roman, Rock's nephew. Oh,
Right.
ah,
And you
it
gotta
came
sit there and
full
wonder:
circle.
is The Rock sitting at home thinking, "You son of a bitch," or is he thinking, "I taught you well"?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now, The Rock was probably sitting at home like he just roasted his ass. Man, he did learn something from those promos. I'm proud of that one.
And he probably called Roman afterwards, like, "So, what'd you learn out there?" "I'm gonna work on my mic skills." You're damn right you do. Like, damn, man. Oh shit! What else is there for?
Um, but yeah, I mean, now, do I necessarily think Cena Rock 2 needed that title? No.
No. Who had the title? Cena?
No, Rock went into that match with the title because
Oh,
he wanted it Rumble from Punk.
oh,
This was the whole downfall debacle.
right. So basically, like, I mean, at that point, everybody knew when Rock won the championship, and then when they announced he was going to go against Cena, everybody knew because of the internet that he already had another movie deal that he was going to be doing. So everybody knew he would be leaving soon. So that match was pretty much predictable. Like, you knew Rock was going to lose to Cena and was going to drop the title because he'd be going back to Hollywood.
Like, everyone knew Rock was getting the title when they made sure to announce before even Rumble happened that The Rock was facing the WWE champion come the Rumble.
Right.
Why? And I think it was like 3 months before the Rumble even was coming in the time frame. And it's like, why are you announcing this match now?
Right.
Like, you're giving away what's going to happen here. We already know they're having that Cena and Rock's facing off at Mania, which means that's going to be a title match, and which means Cena's going to win. You just gave away your entire storyline just by
Exactly.
saying The Rock has the title shot at Rumble.
Right. Exactly. Don't make sense.
To me, that was just piss poor planning on booking. My opinion
Yeah.
may not be favorable.
But
Really don't care.
WWE's
My
never been
opinion.
good at booking either. So
Now they've had moments where they have been
they've had
like
moments, but there's
they.
been a lot
So
of
here's the thing with WWE: they go in this period where booking is amazing, and then booking shit.
Right.
Well, you can only be shit for so long before, you know what, this booking's better than what we've been getting.
Right. Like, all right, what's our next match? You know what, dude? The main event at SummerSlam, we're gonna put Ric Flair in the ring, and he's gonna wrestle his pants. What?
Look, I'm sorry.
People will pay to see it. Just watch.
Well, no, I'm sorry. But some of the matches that they've booked, I believe Flair and his pants would have been better than.
And then
At
like
least,
somebody
at
stands up,
least.
like
Wait,
Vince is
wait, wait.
like, Vince will be like, all right, so how the fuck is this match gonna end? And
No,
everyone's just
no.
kind of looking
Here it
around, and
comes.
this guy's like, I got the pants
Here's the thing.
win.
No, here's the thing. Flair could have a match with his own pants, and the pants would look good, win or lose, no matter what,
Right.
because they were in the ring with Flair.
Right. And then like somehow Flair ends up tripping and grabs the pants and pulls them on top of him, and the ref gives a quick 3 count, and the pants win.
Yep. And it'd probably still be better booking than some of the shit we've got recently.
Right.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Big E winning the IC title was good booking.
Right.
The Bloodline storyline started off really good.
Right.
Now it's kind of it's still okay. The Fiend storyline has been decent the entire time.
Right. What I like about the Fiend storyline is you don't know where it's going.
The Edge return storyline.
Yeah. Right.
Speaking of Edge, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, folks, but we're not going to see the Edge and Christian reunion everyone hoped for.
Nope. Well, I mean, all right. Let's redact that, and let's add a little modification to that.
We're not going to get the tag team run we hoped for. Is that better?
No. We're not going to get the tag team run that we want to see in WWE. We may get to see it somewhere else.
I don't think so.
You don't know. You never know, dude. Nobody expected him to jump
Look,
ship.
I'm not saying never. I really don't think it's going to. I think Edge is going to wrap his time up in WWE and then go back home.
I don't know. See, I want to say the same. I want to think the same thought, but I also want to sit here and think he's been medically cleared. He's got his championship now that he's on it, or he's going to get his run. And then I feel like when his contract comes to an end, AEW is going to offer him a stint with them.
They offered it before. Yeah, they offered it before, and he said he wanted to finish his career in the WWE because that's where he'd always been.
See, I feel like he's going to go over there.
I don't think he will.
Done. I feel like he's going to finish his WWE career. But I don't think he's done.
I look, as much, and this is me saying this, as much as I would love to see Edge in AEW. Oh God, would I love to see Edge in AEW? I don't think it's going to happen. Like, I think when he finishes with WWE, he's going to call it. He's going to go home, and he's going to go back to being the dad and being, doing what he was while he was injured, because he's going to have the chance to actually go out on his terms, and that's what was more important.
Maybe.
I don't. Here's the thing. If that's how it ends, I don't have a problem with it. Is it going to suck? Yeah, because I really want to see him in AEW.
Right. Which is why I don't think he's done.
But
that's my thought. I don't think he's done.
I
think he'll sign with AEW.
Well, here's my thing. I don't think that WWE was interested in bringing Christian back other than the surprise for the Rumble.
Right.
I do not know. I don't have anyone on the inside. I don't have this. It's just I'm calling it a gut feeling. They wanted to bring him back for the surprise for the Rumble because Edge had announced that he was coming back for the Rumble, and they needed a shock surprise. Who better than Christian?
Right.
Who better to follow the surprise shock of 2020, and that was Edge was in the Rumble and back.
Right.
His tag team partner, his best friend, Christian. I believe that's truly, purely all it was. As much as I would have loved to see Christian get that return title shot for that IC championship he never got, I think Christian and Big E would have tore the house down.
Yep.
But playing, doing what any professional wrestler nowadays should do. Talking to all the companies and getting touching base with all of them. And then doing what is best for you and your family at that point.
Yeah.
I just do not see Edge going to AEW. Beth Phoenix is going to be an announcer for NXT. Edge is going to wrap up his time with WWE, and it would not surprise me if he doesn't go down to if they don't relocate to Orlando, and him go to the Performance Center and start training like Shawn. Yeah, I mean, logically, he's going to be the next trainer at the Performance Center. He's going to be standing right there with Shawn Michaels and Matt Bloom, those guys. He's going to be down there training the future of this business.
Yeah.
And I've got no problem with that, because if they're being trained by Shawn Michaels and Edge, and the business is in good hands.
Yeah.
Just, flat out. Now, if I'm wrong, I will openly admit that I'm wrong. And I will not be mad that I would be wrong, because that means I get to see Edge in AEW, which means I get to see Edge and Cody Rhodes. I get to see Edge and Kenny Omega. I get to see Edge and John Moxley. I get to see Edge and Eddie Kingston. Oh my God.
Right.
Like, I get to see these matches I would love to see.
Yeah.
God, we might even get an Edge and Dustin Rhodes match. Okay. That may not excite some people, but I'm just going to openly and honestly say this, and if you don't like it, you can fuck off. I don't care. Edge and Dustin Rhodes would tear the goddamn house down. Prove me wrong. That's all I'm going to say. Hell, Dustin Rhodes and Christian will tear the fucking house down. And that one might actually happen.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I want the matches like... okay. I can understand why people would say, Dustin Rhodes isn't going to have a good match. But let's go back to the match of the year, 2019. That was Dustin and Cody Rhodes. A match that WWE said couldn't sell out a pay-per-view, and it sold out the very first AEW pay-per-view and stole the show and got match of the year.
Right.
Suck on my right nut. I don't care.
Right.
You know what? No, better yet, suck on the left one. It's not the good one. That's my take on that. Thank you for listening. I will now jump off my soapbox and get back to the regularly scheduled program.
Oh, damn.
So now we're on to, I think, Triple H.
Well, before we jump into Triple H,
my bad.
Why don't you run your... I done forgot what we're calling it.
Oh, my shameless plug?
Yeah, your shameless plug.
Shameless plug, shameless plug, shameless plug.
I'm looking for stuff on Triple H right now.
Okay. So, hold on. Wait, guys. Let me prepare for said shameless plug.
I got my two ready.
I'm working on it.
I got my two ready. I don't have all the pouches anymore because I done used all of them except for 4. I picked up a couple grape. Oh no!
Hold on.
Oh shit! I got one grape and I got a dragon fruit.
Why do I have powder all over this motherfucker?
Because it gets on the lid.
Yeah, but I'm not to let it get on the lid. Okay, I'm ready. Ready?
Ready as ever.
You ever woke up in the morning and just kind of felt the drag, but you're not really into coffee and energy drinks are too stiff? Rogue Energy. Bam. Bam. Bam.
Hold on, dude. I got you. Hold on.
I was on a roll too.
Hold on, Rogue.
Oh wait, never mind. I like his idea. We're just going to pause for a minute.
Hold on. Rogue.
You see the support there? Wait.
Great popsicle. Bam.
Hey, answer the
Strawberry
question.
kiwi. Bam.
Wait. Hold on.
Shaker.
Am I pointing at you or am I pointing the other way?
I don't know. Let me.
God damn it.
Pull up OBS. You're pointing at me.
All right. So go to Rogue Energy, check it out. It's very good for if you have diabetes. There's no sugar.
No sugar, no carbs.
No sugar, no carbs.
I'm diabetic. I drink it. I'm still alive. Get you wired as a motherfucker. All you gotta do, you take one of these little things. If you don't know what this is, where the fuck have you been hiding at? It's a shaker. You put water in it. You put the powder in it. You close the lid. You screw it on. You do this.
Dude, hey, I got a question for you. What do you think about their shakers?
I'm not used to it. I like it. Because it's different than the other one. It doesn't have the ball in it. It's got the thing.
Yeah, if you're used to the shakers that have the metal ball, the whisk ball in it, these don't. These actually have a piece, and I'll take mine apart. It's almost like a turbine. It's like if you look at it, it's what a turbine in a jet engine would look like if it was not moving.
It does exactly what the ball does. See, I'll take the other one apart. I haven't watched this one, but see, is it?
Yeah. To me, it gets everything shook up real good. And you also don't get that powdery. Oh yeah, that's the one that I got.
Finally got me one.
It doesn't have that powder chalky taste to it.
Nope.
For it to be a powder. And legitimately, it's super easy. 16 ounces of water. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to.
Great popsicle. Strawberry kiwi.
Yep, it is from flavors. The lid.
If you like mango and pineapple is really, really good.
You know what? I think I got some of the powder in my mouth, and it doesn't even taste powdery. It tastes like a great popsicle.
By far, one of the greatest flavors.
What?
Cookies and cream.
Did it mix okay?
Oh yeah, and milk. Mix it up with milk. You don't drink regular milk. Mix it up with almond milk, nut milk, boar milk, whatever the fuck you drink.
Yes, I will openly say cookies and cream was amazing. It is literally a liquid Oreo.
Yes, I got it in a sample pack is what I got it in. I didn't get like the full tub of it because I wanted to sample it first. So I got a couple of them in a couple of different sample packs that I got. And I like it. It's good.
The flavors are all...
Strawberry kiwi is fucking amazing. I would definitely recommend getting that as well.
I will say out of all the ones I've tried so far, my least favorite is probably cherry and limeade because it is super limey.
That's what's in this.
It's super tart.
That's what's in this one right now.
It is very it's cherry limeade, legitimately, but it's tart like cherry limeade should be. But yeah, it's anyways, try it out. It's actually really good. It helps you focus up. It gives you a very good energy. The way that it works, it lasts. It's not like a boom and now I'm getting a crash.
Right. No crash because there's no sugar in it.
Yeah, there's no crash because of the no sugar. But go to rogueenergy.com. Check out what they got. Starter kits like $19.99 before tax. Put in the code at checkout. Put in code Puppet Master. Get you 10% off your purchase.
It's $20 for you. Our pricing is different because I paid $14.99 for mine, for my two.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I paid $29.99 for the tub, and I paid $14.99 for both sample packs. Oh, you're talking the starter pack. I'm talking the sample pack.
Yeah, you got the sample packs, the starter pack. So the starter pack is a shaker and five sample packs.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Was it full size shaker?
Yeah, full size shaker. Well, you get to pick. That's what this is, and that's
Okay.
what this is. 2 full size shakers.
Okay. Yeah.
For me, it was
Maybe.
$14.99.
Yeah, I think that is right. $14.99 for those, and it's $19.99 for the shaker by itself, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's $20 for the shaker, but if you get the sample pack, you get the shaker in it.
Yeah.
For free.
And I think it was like 2 weeks ago, something like that. They actually ran a deal, and they sent out an email with it. That only ran for like a week. But there was a code in the email for every tub that you bought. You put in this code, and you could get a shaker for free for every tub. They've got like, I don't know, 8 to 10 shakers. So if you bought 10 tubs, you could get every shaker that they make for free.
Right. They got them in different colors. They got black, they got white, they got blue, they got pink, they got whatever. The only thing I haven't seen is I haven't seen a camo one yet.
They just brought back 2 more from the vault. One of them was Shadow. I think it was called Shadow or Showrunner or something, but it's white. Yeah. It's white with black lettering. But it's like a ghost white. It's not like a nice white or a snow white. It's like a ghosty, white. And then the other one was the red, white, and black one.
Right. Get you some. Tell them Puppet sent you. Use code Puppet Master. Get you 10% off. And what I like about it is they're fast. They're in the United States, so they're not coming from overseas. I ordered like 2 weeks ago or something. I ordered on a Friday. And Friday night I ordered it. Saturday morning I had the confirmation of my order. And then Saturday afternoon I had delivery confirmation that my order, or not delivery, shipping, that my order was shipped. And Sunday, the USPS, I think is how they ship.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's either UPS or it's one of them. I had confirmation. I had a tracking number from them. I checked it. Update delivery, estimated delivery was set for Wednesday the following week, which I expected it because I ordered on a Friday night. They probably rushed their ass in on Saturday when they saw the order and shipped it. And Monday night it showed up at my door. It was at my door Monday night.
I think mine was ordered. Mine was ordered on a Saturday, shipped out Monday, and it was here on Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. You order it on Monday, you'll probably get it Wednesday. So,
I think roughly if you order it before like 1 p.m.
Yeah, it'll go out.
It should send out that same day.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, use code Puppet Master at checkout. Get you 10% off, save you a little bit of money, test it out, and give it a try. So far, everyone that I've had try it likes it. My sister, who is an avid Red Bull Monster drinker, now orders Rogue all the time.
Yep.
So, hey.
Good shit.
But that takes care of our shameless plug for the day.
Let's see.
Now, back to your regularly scheduled program, and I believe it should be Triple H now.
Triple H, a.k.a. The Game.
A.k.a. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, a.k.a. the Cerebral Assassin, a.k.a. the future owner of the WWE, a.k.a.
Mr. Stephanie McMahon.
Yes.
a.k.a. Mr. Walk Out with a mouthful of water and spit it on himself.
Yes.
So what's he got? Let's see. From what I can tell, it's kind of a weird list because it ranks his matches and everything, but it looks like he's had 19 matches at Mania. And apparently, the worst match, according to this listing, was Triple H versus the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
At WrestleMania 12?
12. Yep, that was the first Hollywood excursion.
Oh, God. And then number 18 was Triple H versus Kane.
Okay.
I think that was at 15. XV is 15.
Yeah.
And then number 17 was Triple H versus Sheamus.
That one's entirely fair.
26, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Number 16 is Triple H versus Owen Hart at 14.
Yeah.
Triple H versus Randy Orton at 25.
Yeah.
14, Triple H versus Batista at 21.
See, I disagree. I thought that was a great match, but okay.
Yeah, that was a good match. It looked like Batista won that one.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H versus John Cena at 22 is number 13.
That one seems relatively fair.
Number 12, Triple H versus Booker T.
That's entirely fair because the promos that were cut on that was terrible.
WrestleMania at number 11, WrestleMania 29, Triple H versus Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay. So the only reason I say that one's fair because the promos were terrible. They cut the promos, and there was one of Triple H's promos that said, "You guys are you people."
Yeah.
And it was not referring to what everyone wanted to make it out as. It was referring to WCW superstars that had come over. But everyone else wanted to turn it into race.
Right.
But yeah. That one I'm definitely going to say is very fair in this case. Because the promos were not where they should have been.
Right. Let's see. Number 10, WrestleMania 31, Triple H versus Sting.
Oh, I love that match. Just the nostalgia match.
That had a damn good build up to it.
That was the best nostalgia match ever.
That was
I got
good,
to see DX.
You finally got to see the Monday
you got to
Night
see
Wars
the face off of DX and NWO, and the funny thing was the NWO was Hogan, Hall,
Nash.
Or no, it wasn't Hall. It was Hogan, Nash, and Six.
Yeah, and Six. You finally got to see the conclusion of the Monday Night Wars from WWE and WCW, which we all know WWE won that one, but we got to see the final conclusion of that. That was a good match. I enjoyed that.
The only thing that I disagreed with was, I genuinely felt Sting should have won that match.
Yeah, I do too. Let's see. Number 9, Triple H versus Undertaker at 17. Let's see. Triple H versus Foley versus Show versus The Rock at 2000 was number 8.
That one, you know what? I can't argue that. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was the McMahon in every corner match.
Yeah.
And then number 7 is Triple H versus Undertaker at 28.
Oh, they can go to hell.
What, you think it should be lower on the list or higher?
You said 28?
Yeah, WrestleMania. No, that was number 7.
Okay, number 7.
28.
Well, first off, do they have their... Yeah, they've got their WrestleManias, right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, they can go to hell with that. That should have been higher up on that fucking list.
Right, and then number 6 on the list is Triple H versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 27.
Okay, 6, you're looking at the wrong goddamn list. That's all I'm going to say. They right there was number 1 and 2.
This ain't my list. This is these people's list at BleacherReport.com.
Bleacher Report can go suck a nut.
Oh, you're going to love this one. This one's gonna piss you the fuck off. Number 5, Triple H versus Chris Jericho at 18.
No, that was a good one. I can agree with that one at that spot. But the other two, that was number 1 and number 2. As that video said earlier, they can go kindly
Right.
face fuck a cactus.
Number 4 on the list is Triple H versus Goldust at WrestleMania 13. Number 3 is Triple H.
No. United's is gonna blow by that
one. I tried.
Hold on. You're going to tell me Triple H and Goldust was better than either one of Taker, Triple H? Get the fuck out of here. Okay. Now we can go on to whatever fucked up number this is.
WrestleMania 23 at number 3 was Triple H versus Cena versus Orton.
Okay, I can give that one.
Number 2 is Triple H.
Wait a minute. Is number 1 a triple threat?
Maybe.
Just yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Triple H versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30 was number 2.
See, I would give that one number 4. That one should have been in the Goldust spot.
Goldust should have been back with the Ultimate Warrior. Number 1 was Triple H.
Okay. Wait. Before you even say this. Okay. Considering that one is number 1, I will give that one number 1. No Holds Barred would be 2. Hell in a Cell 3. Daniel Bryan, and Triple H 4, and the triple threat with Cena, Orton, and Hunter would be 5. Now,
according to BleacherReport.com,
Bleacher Report can go suck off a hooker on the corner.
Triple H versus Shawn Michaels versus the guy we're not allowed to talk about.
You know what? I'm not afraid to say it. It was Chris Benoit. It was WrestleMania 20. Now, I'm not going to sit here and glorify Chris Benoit because of actions that were taken outside of the ring. Right. But I will say, this match, yes, it would be the number 1 match for Triple H WrestleMania moment, because you had Shawn Michaels, you had Hunter, and you had Benoit in there.
And see, this
despite
so here's list all of them.
Here's my thing. Without what happened outside of wrestling,
right,
and the tragedy that is, had it not been for that, Benoit would still be someone that people would talk about living or dead right now. Just taking him as a wrestler and his in-ring work. Right. That's specifically where I'm basing this off of right now when I say this.
Okay, I got a better list. Okay.
I swear to God.
I got a better list.
I swear to God, if Goldust and Triple H is in the top 10, that list is not any better.
It's number 1.
You find another one.
I'm fucking with you, man. I'm fucking with you. This is from IWNerd.com. And this lists all.
Well, let's see what this wrestling community wanted to say.
Triple H or Hunter Hearst Helmsley versus the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, that's going to be last on every list. That's rightful.
This one was rated a dud. 0 stars.
You know why?
Why?
I don't think Warrior ever took his jacket off.
Right. The Warrior defeated Hunter Hearst Helmsley in about a minute and a half.
I don't think he ever took his jacket off.
Next on the list is Triple H versus Kane at WrestleMania 15, rated 1.25 stars. Now these ratings are from Dave Meltzer at the Wrestling Observer.
Well, okay.
This guy.
Let's just let me get this out there, and I hope this man sees this as well. Dave Meltzer, you can go jump off the Golden Gate Bridge and hit a rock on the way down. Because for the longest time, if it wasn't from New Japan, it
Right.
didn't get shit when it rightfully deserved it. Am I saying that all of your ratings were wrong? No, 90% of them were. You can go suck rocks.
Oh, you're gonna love this one. Next
Okay.
one on the list: Triple H versus Undertaker.
Face
WrestleMania
fuck a
28.
cactus, Dave Meltzer.
1.75 stars. No, just fucking with you, man. I'm fucking with you now.
Face fuck a cactus,
I'm
Dave
fucking with
Meltzer.
you now, man. Triple H versus Batista is next on the list at WrestleMania 35 with 2 stars.
Wait a minute. Goldust outscored him?
Hold on. The next on the list is Hunter Hearst Helmsley versus Goldust at 13 with 2.25 stars.
Time out. This is
Again, this is not my list. This is Dave
I'm aware.
Meltzer's.
This is Meltzer's face fuck of an ass. Okay, so here you are going to tell me. Now, this has nothing to do with either of the competitors in that match because I am a big fan of both Triple H and Dustin Rhodes. Now, you are going to tell me that Triple H and Dustin Rhodes was a better match than Triple H, Dave Batista winning his first world title, and they did not have a single screw up in that match.
That's what they're saying. He only beat him by 0.25 stars.
You can take that 2.25 stars and shove it so far up your ass you shit out a goddamn rainbow.
Next on the list is Triple H versus Randy Orton from WrestleMania 25 at 2.5 stars.
You know what? Hold on. Let's just go ahead and take another timeout real quick.
Let
me go ahead and let people know I'm not a very big fan of Dave Meltzer. If you haven't caught on by now,
we can tell.
I
probably shouldn't have told you it was Dave Meltzer's list until the
very
end.
No, you should have waited till the end of that one. I could have went on a whole goddamn soapbox.
But guys, isn't this pure comedy gold though? Listening to him go on.
And here's why. Here is why I'm not a big Dave Meltzer fan. Now, I'm also going to give you one good thing that Dave Meltzer did do, and I'm appreciative for. But beyond that, he can suck the life out of his own soul. I don't give two shits. He did make the stupid remark that no one other than the WWE could sell out a 10,000 seat arena.
Right.
Which then caused Cody Rhodes and the Young Buck to sell out the Sears Center in less than 10 minutes. 10,000 plus. Which then gave us the meeting of them and Tony Khan, which gave us the birth of AEW. So, as far as that goes, Dave Meltzer, thank you for being an idiot. Now, beyond that, Dave Meltzer, respectfully and kindly, go face fuck several cactuses. Okay, we can get back to the list.
Next on the list is Triple H versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 29 at 2.5 stars. Next, Triple H versus Sting at 31 at 2.5 stars. And then Triple H versus Batista at 21 at 2.75 stars. Triple H versus Owen Hart at 14 at 3 stars. Then the Fatal 4-Way, Triple H, Mick Foley, Big Show, and Rock at 16 at 3 stars. Okay. Triple H versus Jericho at 18 at 3 stars.
Okay.
This one's a little too high, if you ask me. Triple H versus Booker T at 19 at 3.25 stars.
What was it?
3.25 stars. Triple H versus Booker T.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. You gonna say Booker T and Triple H was a better build up and a better overall match than Triple H and Goldust? Okay. Yes, I'm very well aware I said Triple H and Goldust that time.
Next one, Triple H versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 26 at 3.25 stars.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the whole reason why Dave Meltzer, and I hope you one day hear this, kindly and respectfully go face fuck a cactus. Okay.
You are gonna like the number one. Number 1, 2, and 3 you'll love. But back to
I don't know. He put Triple
list.
H. He put Triple H and Undertaker down on the list. He can fuck off.
Didn't. I was fucking with you on that.
Oh, okay.
I was fucking with you on that, man. I'm trying to get the blood boiling, man. Making sure you're paying attention.
Respectfully, he can still go face fuck a cactus.
Triple H versus Roman Reigns is next from WrestleMania 32 at 3.25 stars.
Okay.
Next on the list is Triple H versus Undertaker. Come closer. Come closer for this one.
25-26.
Come closer for this one. You ready? WrestleMania 17.
All right.
At 3.5 stars.
And that was number what?
I don't know. That's towards the top. Because we're getting towards the final countdown of the list. There's 4 pages. There's 4 pages of this, okay? I'm on page 3.
All right, Meltzer, I'll give you that one.
The further I go, the better they're getting.
I'll give you that one, okay.
Triple H versus John Cena versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania 24 at 3.5 stars.
Right. Now, okay, again, here's my other issue with this. Taker and Hunter from 17 was what stars? 3?
3.5.
3.25? 3.5. That one's still debatable.
Yeah.
It should have at least been a 4, but I can potentially see why he said 3.5. So
that's when Undertaker went 9-0 too.
Yeah, we'll slide that one. We'll slide it.
We'll let that one slide. All right. Next on the list, WrestleMania 33 at 3.5 stars is Triple H versus Seth Rollins.
Okay.
WrestleMania 22 at 3.75 stars, Triple H versus John Cena. And then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 on the list, coming in with a rating of 4.25 stars from WrestleMania 30, is Triple H versus Daniel Bryan.
Okay. Number 3? 4?
That's number 4. Number 4, Dave Meltzer can go fuck himself.
Ooh. Let's see what number 4 is.
Coming in with a rating of 4.25 stars. Number 4 on the fucking list from WrestleMania 34. It's Triple H and Stephanie McMahon versus Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle. Folks, that's the sound of puppet flatlining.
You know what, Meltzer?
I told you.
I was nice on the face fucker cactus. But you know what? You can go face fuck every cactus in Arizona for all I give 2 shits. To even put that match on this fucking list. Or at least putting it at number 4? Come the fuck on. Top 10? Okay, I'll give you top 10. Maybe.
4?
Number 4. Top 5? You done lost your goddamn mind. Retire and move on to greener pastures. Please and thank you, respectfully, Puppet. Alright.
Now I think you'll agree with the top 3, but you may not agree
I'm pretty sure I'll...
You may not agree with the order of the top three.
The only ones that are missing is AAA is the triple threat.
Let me do my thing.
No, I know. I'm saying your top three is going to be your triple threat and the two Taker matches. I already know that. I just don't know the order.
Now, at 4.5 stars, at number 3 on the list, WrestleMania 27.
Okay, that's
Triple
the
H
sale
versus Undertaker.
All right, so
Nope,
so far
that was the no holds barred match.
Okay.
27 was the no holds barred match. When Undertaker went 19-0. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2, deux, for those that speak French, on the list. Coming in at 4.75 stars is the triple threat at WrestleMania 30. Triple H, Benoit, and Michaels.
20. WrestleMania 20, not 30.
20. That's what I said. Oh, 20.
You said 30.
My bad. We all make mistakes.
No, you're good. You're good. No, you're good. You're perfectly fine. That's what I was covering.
On the list at 4.75 stars.
End of the year. Whoa. What was that star rating?
Austin. 4.75.
And it was what match?
Heart attack.
Yeah, no, 4.75, and it was what?
Triple H versus Undertaker.
End of there. The cell.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell 28.
Okay, first of all, 4.75 out of 5. That's the first time we'd seen a chair shot to the head. And I don't know how long since Chris Benoit decided to off his family, okay?
Right.
Yeah, I said it. It's the truth. That's the first time we'd seen a chair shot to the head. Right. Like that one since that incident. 2. You had Shawn Michaels as a special guest referee. You had Taker. You had Hunter. Motherfucking story. They told a fantastic story that summed up an entire era in a Hell in a Cell match. And stingy, grimy ain't got no business even trying to do this goddamn job. Ass wants to sit here and go, I think it was 4.75. Motherfucker, give that a 5. You sorry sack of scum sucking shit. Okay.
I got another list.
Number 2. Number 2. 2 on this whole reason of why I don't like you. 2. The no holds barred match was a 4.5. 4.5. Okay, cool. I can see that. I can see where you would come with that. Taker wasn't in the best shape after the 2 matches with Michaels. We all know that. It's okay. I give you credit on that.
I'm gonna read you another list.
But yo dusty, grimy ass going to rank Triple H and Goldust above Triple H and Batista, and then on top of that, you're gonna have the nerve to put Kurt Angle, Ronda Rousey against Hunter and his wife on the fucking list.
Oh, I got another list for you.
You should have been in the Boneyard match as one of the goddamn monks and got his ass whooped. All right.
This list comes directly to you from MidwestTerritory.com. Now, you're going to like the list starting out, but then you're going to be cussing Dave Meltzer, even though he didn't make this list up.
No.
But still.
If it was wrestling Observer, that's Meltzer.
Number 23. Triple H versus Booker T.
Okay. Well, no. Now hold on.
You're not going to agree with the bottom 3 list, but you're going to understand it.
Respectfully, that bottom one no disrespect to Warrior, because I'm a Warrior fan. I was raised in the era of Hogan and Warrior, and I was Warrior all the way. Now, unfortunately, 1996, WrestleMania 12, when Warrior showed up, he didn't even take off his fucking jacket. And he had 3 moves. He had a clothesline, a gorilla press, and a splash.
That's
At
number 22.
least,
That match
at
is number 22.
least, at least Booker and Hunter had a good match.
That one was
The
number
build up
22.
to it was not good, but they had a good match.
Right? The pedigree was
Ooh.
no sold in that match. Number 22 was Triple H versus the Ultimate Warrior. You want me to tell you what number 1 was?
If you say Goldust, I'm gonna disconnect this call. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
I was gonna tell you that, but I'm not gonna. No, Goldust was number 21 on the list.
You gonna finish this episode of this podcast by your lonesome, all by yourself.
Triple H and Goldust was 21.
Okay.
Number 20 was versus Roman Reigns. 19 was versus Kane.
Okay.
18 versus Sheamus. 17 was versus Sting.
So okay, I still feel like that match should be ranked higher than what anyone's ranking it. Just
Right.
now, okay. I will respectfully, I will say that's just my personal opinion. My personal opinion, that match should at least be closer to the top 10 than what it has been.
Number 16
Now,
was versus Randy Orton at 16.
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
At 15,
Wasn't the best match.
At 15, you're not gonna like this, was a no holds barred match against Batista.
No, now that one I can see, because that was Mania.
Yeah.
That was the second Mania match that they had. That one I can see.
Number 14 was a no holds barred match against Brock Lesnar.
You know what? Maybe switch that one and the last one.
Right.
And
Coming in
because
at,
I think that Batista Triple H did a much better job than Triple H Lesnar did. That's just me though.
coming in at 13 was a European Championship versus Owen Hart.
That's entire that. Yeah, that one's iffy. Let's see what 12 and 11 are.
12 is a non-sanctioned match versus Seth Rollins.
Okay, I'd rank that one there.
Number 11 was the WWE Championship Triple Threat match versus Randy Orton and John Cena.
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't change those. So yeah, okay. I give the Owen Hart one what it is.
Number 10 was the McMahon Fatal 4-Way elimination match.
Okay.
We're in the top 10 now. Number 9. You notice what did not make the bottom 13.
Yeah, I'm very well aware.
Number 9.
It's a tag match.
Nope. Versus Chris Jericho.
Okay. You know what? That one's okay. Here, I'm gonna be honest. Let me tell you why I feel like that match would be right on the cusp of top 5. I'm not gonna be proud saying this, but around the time this happened, I was young, dumb, and there was a lot of hormones going on. And there was a third competitor in that match that stole the show, and that was plain and clearly Stephanie McMahon's booby when it popped out when he went to go pet a career on the table.
Right.
Now that being said, I'm not proud of that. It is what it is. It's the truth. That's why it ranks so high with me. My bad, guys. I'm sorry.
Number 8 was his WWE Championship match versus John Cena. Number 7. You ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
WWE Championship match versus Batista.
Yeah. Okay. No, I agree with that.
Number 6.
That was their first encounter, and I agree. Their first one was better than the second one.
Now, number 6, we come across one of his 3 matches with the Undertaker.
This is going to be 17. Got to be.
WrestleMania 17.
You know what? I will wholeheartedly agree with that sumbitch.
Now we're in the top 4. No, top 5. Now this is where you're not going to agree.
If this is that tag match,
you've had your moments where you kind of like the list, then you've had your low moments where you got your blood pressure and your heart rate under control. Now it's time for me to piss you off again.
Listen, none like Meltzer. No one's going to piss me off like Dave Meltzer will. You really want to see me get on the soapbox? Let's have a Dave Meltzer episode. I will host that sumbitch, and you can
here's
just
what
be like,
we do.
what do you think about this?
Let's see if we can get Dave Meltzer on the podcast, and then we'll have our little soapbox episode.
No, we better not.
He'll fucking hang up. He'll fucking hang up.
We better not, because you know what? I will tell you this. I will try to be as professional as possible, but the first time this sorry sap sucking sumbitch says something wrong, I'm gonna cuss him out and kick him out. We gonna finish the episode without the sumbitch. Okay.
Number 5. No holds barred versus Undertaker.
Yeah, no, that should be up there.
At 27.
That one should be that is top 3.
Yeah. Number 4. This match was ranked higher than his match with Undertaker at 27.
If you tell me that tag match, I'm gonna tell you where that tag match should have been.
Which tag match? WrestleMania 34 coming in at number 4. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon versus Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey.
Okay, now see, that one should have been where
27 was.
What was 27?
No, WrestleMania 27.
Yeah, I don't know. Which match was it?
Number 5 and 4, they should have swapped.
Oh, no. 4 should have been on down in the top 10. Okay, so here's the thing. Tag match should have been where Triple H Jericho is.
Yeah.
Now just bump them all up a little.
Right. Okay. That's the top. That's up to 4. Now we're in the top 3. What 3 matches are left?
Triple threat. End of an era.
Mm-hmm.
You did say the Gold Dust match already, right? I swear to God, you better have. Okay.
Yes. Whew. That was in the bottom 3.
Daniel Bryan.
Okay. Coming in at number 3.
Daniel Bryan.
Hell in a Cell versus The Undertaker.
Oh, you get this goddamn garbage list out.
Number 2 on the list.
Triple threat.
Is the triple threat match between him, Benoit, and Michaels.
Number 1, Daniel Bryan.
And number 1 is fucking Daniel Bryan.
All right, so here's my thing. When you get into the top 5 and you've got Daniel Bryan, you've got that triple threat match, you got the 2 Taker matches, right? Top 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Daniel Bryan triple threat. No. Yeah. Top 5. 2 Taker matches in top 5, and then the tag match.
Now, here's my argument with this one. If you did not have that tag match sitting at 4 and that tag match was sitting at 5, I could live with that, because respectfully, the 4 in that match did a fantastic job. The 2 Taker matches, I can see the argument on the no holds barred match, and I could put the no holds barred match at 4. I have a hard time ranking the Daniel Bryan Triple H WrestleMania 30 match, I have a hard time saying it was better than End of the Era Hell in a Cell or the Triple Threat from 20.
Yeah.
I respectfully have a hard time thinking that match was better than those other two. Now, you can battle all day long on which one was better, the Triple Threat or the Hell in a Cell. Because to me, they're both, you can swap them back and forth and that list still will make sense.
Right. All right, so.
Now, this was a more accurate list. I give it that.
I got one more
And
list.
God, it was much better than Dave Meltzer's. That's for goddamn sure.
I got one more list from
DDT.com.
dailyddt.com. I have not gone through this list, but first we're going to take a quick break because I got to go to the bathroom. And when I get back, we're going to go over this list. So feel free to rant on about Dave Meltzer.
I think I've done pretty much most of my ranting on him. Oh. Sorry, sap sucking son of a bitch. Guys, I apologize. I normally don't cuss a whole lot, and I normally don't get so. I normally don't get so verbal with this podcast because I genuinely love wrestling. I really do. But again, Dave Meltzer, and I really hope you hear this. I'm 34 years old. I've watched a lot of fucking wrestling. A lot of wrestling. Have I seen some of the matches that you have? No, but God, I wish I had. You, my good sir, you have a very, very special place in my heart that very few people hold. But it is not a place of love. I don't agree with everything that you say, and that's fine. I can, you know, I can kind of push past that. Everyone's entitled to their opinions, whether they be right, wrong, or smell like dog shit just came out your mouth. That is our rights as human beings. But you, my good sir, can kindly and respectfully face fuck all of the cactuses on planet Earth. And I would be happy. You have made several statements in the past that have just been complete horse shit. Or sounded of complete horse shit. Let me put it that way. And that is why you hold that very special place in my heart that is just full of like the utter darkness of hell. Now, you can take your opinions, and as someone that we've talked about would say, you can shine them some bitches up, turn them sideways, and shove them so far up your candy ass they come out your nose. Thank you.
Oh, jeez. I'm in there laughing my ass off at this. Alright. DailyDDT.com. Triple H matches ranked from worst to greatest. It looks like they have omitted 2 matches. I'm not sure which ones because their list only has 21. So coming in at number 21.
One's the triple threat. I'll already tell you what it is.
Coming in at 21 is Hunter Hearst Helmsley versus the Ultimate
Warrior. I told you unanimously that one's going to be the bottom.
Coming in at number 20 is Triple H versus Goldust. You're already liking the list.
so
Coming
far.
in at number 19 is Triple H versus Roman Reigns from WrestleMania 32. Keep in mind, I have not seen this list. I am scrolling through it for the first time myself. Number 18 is Triple H versus Kane from WrestleMania 15.
Whoa, wait. What was it?
Triple H versus Kane at WrestleMania 15.
Okay.
At number 18. Number 17 is Triple H versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania 25.
Oh, wait a minute. That Triple H Kane? That's the infamous Katie Vick storyline.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. That should be, yes. Yes, that should be down there. Oh, God. Never did I feel so uncomfortable about a portrayal of necrophilia ever in my life.
Coming in at number 16, Triple H versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 26.
Okay.
Coming in at number 15 is Triple H versus Batista at WrestleMania 21.
That one should be up there. Okay.
Number 14 is Triple H versus Sting at 31. Number 13.
Whoa. What number was Sting?
14.
Y'all, why are y'all sleeping on that match? Okay, fair.
Number 13 was versus Owen Hart.
Okay, no. Unanimously, I think every list that we've listed that you've read so far has had Owen Hart above the Sting match. I would flip those two. That is where I would change.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now, on
But
the list,
they've always been Sting, Owen Hart. So
the last three lists that we've had, that we've listened to, that we've read, that I've read out, and that you've listened to, have listed this match in the
same spot.
In the bottom tier.
Oh wait, is this match?
Do what?
Booker T match?
Triple H versus Booker T at number 12.
Okay, so here's the thing. Match-wise, they had a great match.
Yeah. But like I said, the last three lists have listed this match in the bottom tier.
And it's going to be because of that one promo. I already know what it is, and it came off almost like a squash match.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't have. I agree with that. It should, in my opinion, it should be lower down on the list. Oh my God. My bad. I got a message.
Number 11.
I was telling my friend about my wild rant tangent on Dave Meltzer, and they replied with, "Wouldn't it be crazy if that some bitch went viral and you ended up in a Twitter war with Dave Meltzer?" No, it wouldn't. I would tear him to shreds on Twitter.
Oh God.
Y'all don't understand. This little Tennessee redneck got some comeback. I got one-liners for days, bitch. One-liners for days. Okay.
You talk about 31?
Back to the list. No. Who?
Number
Man.
11. Number 11. WrestleMania 22 versus John Cena.
You know what? I find that one fair.
All right. Top 10. We're breaking into the top 10. WrestleMania 29 versus Brock Lesnar at number 10.
No, switch. Okay. Cena and well, I don't know because I ain't even mentioned the damn Batista street fight yet. No holds barred match.
Number 9.
Jesus.
Number 9.
Batista.
WrestleMania 16.
Okay.
The 4-way elimination McMahon in every corner match.
Yeah, no, that should
Mick Foley and The Rock.
That should be in the top 10 because those four men put on a show that night.
Number 8. WrestleMania 24. Triple H versus John Cena versus Randy Orton.
Okay.
Number 7, WrestleMania 18 versus Jericho.
Hey, Stephanie, everyone keeps leaving out that third opponent, but okay.
Number 6, WrestleMania 33 against Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I that's the one. That's going to be the hard one that I do not agree with that being top 10.
All right. We have now broken into the top 5. Coming in at number 5, Triple H versus The Undertaker.
17.
WrestleMania 17.
Okay.
Number 4.
I'll give it that one.
Number 4, Triple H versus The Undertaker at 27.
Okay, that's the no holds barred.
Number 3, Triple H versus The Undertaker. Hell in a Cell at 28. It's top 5. It could be worse. Like I said, I have not read this list.
So, okay. I've got a feeling I know the two that got omitted. Well, hell no. They technically, both of those could still be in there. Shit, okay, go ahead.
Which two?
The tag team and the triple?
I have no idea. I'm clicking over.
I know.
Number 2.
You're good.
Is Triple H versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30.
Okay.
Number 1. There's still a few matches. There's still 2 matches that were left off, so we don't know. Number 1. Well, we know for a fact now that the tag team match was omitted.
Okay.
What were the other ones?
Goldust.
The tag team match. No, Goldust we marked. Goldust was at the bottom.
Okay.
Was he at the bottom?
I don't think he was.
Let me go back.
Yeah, he was.
Because I think he was like number 2. Because number 1 was...
First one was Warrior, second one was Goldust. Yeah, he was. Okay.
Yeah, Warrior, and then Goldust. All right. Coming in, number 3, number 2. Number 1 was a triple threat match at WrestleMania 20. Chris Benoit, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H.
You know what? All right, I'll omit my statement of you can't say Daniel Bryan was better than those two. I can see when you figure in the entire story. Okay, yeah, it's up there with those other two, and all 3 of them could be interchangeable.
So let's see. What did
I can't really.
We did the Booker T, the Warrior, Goldust,
Dustin,
Roman Reigns, Kane.
Kane.
They left off the Sheamus match.
Okay.
They didn't rank the Sheamus match. They didn't rank Sheamus, and they didn't rank the Triple H and Stephanie versus Ronda and Kurt.
Okay. All right. I mean, top 3, unanimously top 3 is Daniel Bryan story, the triple threat. Again, if you've not ever seen that triple threat match, you can find it. It's on YouTube. Watch it. That was a masterpiece. And then, the Taker sagas. I can agree with those being top 3. Issue with doing one, and I feel like maybe we should have done the whole one on Triple H, because he's got a bunch of matches in there. We could have knocked a 2-hour. We could have easily knocked 2 hours on Hunter.
Yeah, Undertaker has 27. Triple H has 23.
Yeah.
Matches.
Like, we could have knocked a whole 2 hours on Taker. We could have knocked a whole 2 hours on Hunter.
I got a list. I just found a list from GiveMeSports.com that ranks all of Undertaker's 27 matches from worst to best.
You know what? Let's run that one. I want to hear this.
All right. Number 27.
The Elegante better be bottom.
The worst match that this site ranked for Undertaker at number 27 was WrestleMania 33 versus Roman Reigns.
Yeah. I mean, okay, it ain't up there for sure.
I don't know if it's
But
dead last.
you know what? Before I say this, tell me what the next one is. If
Number
next one's
26.
Elegante, if next one's Elegante, that one should have been last. Roman should have been before him.
Number 26 was Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez.
Yep, Elegante. Okay. Yeah, flip them. And so far I'm in agreement. Okay.
25 is Undertaker versus
Snook.
Big Show and A-Train.
Man, that did better than Snuka?
24 was versus King Kong Bundy.
Well, yeah, that one should have been down there. Okay.
Oh, you're going to love this. Because Jimmy Snuka did better than number 23. Brock Lesnar.
I don't know what kind of methamphetamine they were smoking.
Oh, God. Number 22.
But wait, the fact that Jimmy Snuka and Jake the Snake outranked Lesnar.
Number 22.
WrestleMania 30. Snuka.
Jimmy Snuka outranked number 22.
Oh
Big
my
Boss
God.
Man. Big Boss Man.
Okay. I get.
Jake the Snake.
Listen, the Lesnar match has already thrown this whole list off.
Jake the Snake outranked number 21. Jimmy Snuka.
Now, Jake's match should have been better than Snuka's. I give him that.
Jake the Snake outranked number 20. WrestleMania 34 versus John Cena.
See, the Cena match should be down there too. Like, should be lower than that, but above. Should it be above Roman? Yes. Should it be above
Lesnar?
Giant Gonzalez? Yes. Should it be above Lesnar? Hell no. Should it be above King Kong Bundy? Yes.
The Lesnar match had a story to it.
I know. I said it should.
I know what you said, but I feel they only ranked the Lesnar match so far down is somebody got their butt hurt because he broke the streak.
No, it's solely because Lesnar won.
Number 19.
Jake.
Psycho Sid.
Come on now.
Number 18.
Come on now.
Number 18. Jake the Snake Roberts.
Okay.
Number 17. Kane at WrestleMania 20.
Okay. That one I agree with.
Number 16.
First one was better than the second one.
Yeah. Number 16. WrestleMania 32 versus Shane McMahon.
Okay.
Number 15. Mark Henry.
A little iffy on that one. I feel like that Henry match should be higher than what most people give it credit for. But that's my opinion. But that's because I feel like Mark Henry should have got a lot more recognition than what he got. To me, Mark Henry was one of the most underrated people. Like him, Big Show, and a bunch of others, very underrated for what they did.
Yeah.
That's my honest opinion. And I'm not even basing that off race, creed, color, belief, religion, none of that. I'm basing that just purely on, look, let's be honest here. You give me. I'm gonna ask you this question. if I ask you memorable moment for Mark Henry, what would you tell me? For you.
I tell you what. It's not. It's not when
What?
he gave. What? It's not when he fucking birthed the glove.
Okay. Being there for the birth of a hand. We're going to take that out of the
I'd
equation.
say his casket match against Undertaker.
Okay. I give you that one. You know what my standout moment for him was?
What?
The salmon jacket.
What about whatever? What was that shit? The
Or
when McMahon pissed him off and told him he was needed at the ring, and he went out there and he
oh, he
wasn't
stood in that
needed.
ring. Ooh.
In a stadium packed full of people, and he wasn't even needed.
You pissed someone. You know someone's gonna be pissed when they come back through the curtain. You ain't even there.
Number 14.
No, but seriously, salmon jacket, sexual chocolate China stuff,
Yeah.
Nation of Domination stuff, the fucking Hall of Pain.
Right.
Can we just legitimately? Let's look at the list of the Hall of Pain.
I was actually shocked that they contracted with 3-6 Mafia to do his theme.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's part of the thing that made it so good. French music, somebody's gonna get their ass kicked.
Right.
Like that was the first line on that entrance.
Right.
Like that you not playing. Look, we just gonna tell you right from the start. Somebody gonna get their ass kicked.
Right. We're in the top 15 now.
All right,
Number 14. WrestleMania 31 against Bray Wyatt.
that match should be up in the top 10.
Oh, you're gonna hate the fact that the next one beat that one. WrestleMania 7 versus Diesel.
No, that was a good match. I'm saying that one should be in the top 10 too.
Monster versus Monster. Number 12. 36. Boneyard match versus AJ Styles.
This list is all jacked up.
Number 11.
Well, okay. Hold on. Let me see where they rank the four, and we'll see. Boneyard match should be top 5, period. But top 5 for me on Taker should be Boneyard, No Holds Barred Hunter, Career Streak Michaels, then 25 Michaels Taker, and End of an Era. That would be my top 5.
I can tell you right now, those the Michaels match and the 2 Hunter matches made the top 10. Because
Yeah,
this list right
I
here,
figured, but they probably not in the top 5.
this list right here, the page that I'm on right now goes up to 11. I have the second page open. I have not looked at the top 10, but number 11 on this match was WrestleMania 14 versus Kane.
Okay, so top 10 Flair's the top 10.
Okay, we're in the top 10. So you've already said Flair.
I was gonna say top 10. I feel like it's gonna be the number 10 should be Taker Flair, or I feel like it's gonna be Taker Flair. I could be wrong.
Number 10, WrestleMania 18, Ric Flair.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 9.
I agree with that.
Number 9, we go back a year. WrestleMania 17 versus Triple H.
Yeah.
The first match they faced off in Mania.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the street fight or the Falls Count Anywhere, or whatever it was. Maybe it was Last Man Standing.
Chokeslam off the scaffolding. I think it was a no DQ. Number 18.
No DQ or Last Man Standing.
Yeah, it was one of them. Number 8 was WrestleMania 21 versus Randy Orton.
I don't know that I'd put that in top 10. Like, I don't know. Boneyard Bray Wyatt should be top 10.
Number 7, Edge.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely top 10.
Okay. Number 6, Batista. At 23. WrestleMania 23.
Okay, so right now, Batista Orton come out of the top 10 and Boneyard and Bray go in there for me. But that could change. What's next?
Top 5. Number 5. We go to WrestleMania 27 versus Triple H.
Okay. Well, hold on. So far, I did say that the No Holds Barred would be first. Would be the first of them that I would list. So far as the saga goes, they're right in the order. What's next?
Number 4. WrestleMania 29 versus CM Punk.
Oh yeah, that's definitely top. Ooh, that would be a strong top 10. I don't know about top 5. Like that would probably be number 6 on my list.
Number 3.
But yeah,
Got 3 matches left for the top 3. Number 3.
it's gonna be. Oh, let's see if I can guess it.
Okay.
Hell in a Cell.
Number 30 is versus Triple H at 28.
Hell in a Cell. Okay. 25 is going to be number 1.
24 versus Shawn Michaels is number 2, and number 1 is WrestleMania 25 versus Shawn Michaels.
Told you. Depending on what your top 5 looks like, the reason for me, I don't rank the the 25 match number 1, or I don't rank the career match in the top 2, is because I think the end of the era match was better.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is
But I cannot argue with WrestleMania 25, the first encounter of Michaels and Taker. I cannot argue that being number 1. I can't.
Okay.
But I would definitely Orton Batista would come out, and AJ would go in at number 5. Bray would go into the top 10, and CM Punk would come out of the top 5 and go to number 6.
Let's see. I'm looking for one more list for Undertaker.
You better not find Meltzer's list for that shit.
That's what I'm looking for too. That is what I'm.
I know you. I knew you was.
This is what I'm fucking looking for. I want to see what he has to say. He may not have a list. I'm sure he does, but
Someone probably hasn't compiled it. Thank God.
well, okay. I have Undertaker matches with the Dave Meltzer rating. So all right, I'll go through this list. There's 5 pages, and I'll omit everything that's not WrestleMania. Okay, so No Mercy, No Way Out. All right, first WrestleMania is 23 versus Batista at 4 stars. So that's the bottom of the
Okay.
list. Cyber Sunday, Survivor Series, SummerSlam. On to page 2. In Your House, SmackDown. See, this isn't. The next one is WrestleMania 24 versus Edge at 4.25. But this isn't complete because this isn't even showing all of WrestleMania. This is showing like his favorite matches.
Yeah.
Because there's not that many manias in here. Vengeance, SummerSlam, then Triple H at 27 at 4.5 stars. WrestleMania 29 versus CM Punk at 4.5 stars. Shawn Michaels at 24 at 4.75.
You know what?
No, that was
Hold
25.
on.
25. WrestleMania 24 is at 4.75 stars. And then 28 with Triple H at 4.75 stars. He ranked Undertaker's match with Shawn Michaels at In Your House 18 Bad Blood at 5 stars. That was his highest match Undertaker's had on this list.
Okay. I'm really afraid to look at this fucking. Did he seriously not? All right, you ready? Ready?
Yeah.
I looked for Dave Meltzer's star ratings on 36 or 35, whatever.
Right.
Last year's Mania. Dave Meltzer decided not to rate any of the matches from WrestleMania 36. Here's the explanation. Rating empty arena taped and heavily edited matches, let alone produced movies as pro wrestling matches, is ridiculous. Pro wrestling matches do not have the benefit of reshooting moves, having cuts in filming and redoing things that don't look good, special effects after the fact, taking out slow spots. Granted they for whatever reason should have but failed to do that with Orton versus Edge. It's both unfair to wrestlers in certain matches because some of these bouts with a crowd would have been great. It is unfair to guys who are rating based off of one take pro wrestling and their abilities to do their moves and tell their stories and feed off reactions. To compare what they do to produced skits with cuts and multiple takes or matches with 2 weeks of being able to edit anything negative out of. There were matches that were stopped and reshot after moves were missed. Now, hold on. I am going to see if Dave Meltzer rating AEW double or nothing 2020. Okay. He did rate AEW's Double or Nothing in 2020. Which, okay, granted, was a little bit after Mania. Okay. Mania took place, what, April?
Yeah.
Okay. This pay-per-view took place May 23rd of 2020. So just a little over a month after Mania.
Right.
No crowd. And I know that there was a pre-shot match that was actually the main event. So, here's the ratings from that party.
2.25 stars. The Casino Ladder Match for future AEW World Championship opportunity, 3 stars. Shawn Spears versus Dustin Rhodes, 1 star. MJF versus Jungle Boy, 4.25 star. Britt Baker versus Chris Statlander, 3 star. Nyla Rose versus Hikaru Shida for the AEW Women's Championship, 3.75 stars. Cody Rhodes versus Lance Archer for the AEW TNT title, 3.75 stars. Moxley versus here was the World Championship match. John Moxley versus Brody Lee, 4.25 stars. The Elite versus Matt Hardy versus the Inner Circle, or the Elite and Matt Hardy versus the Inner Circle in the Stadium Stampede match. This match was not rated. Meltzer said he enjoyed the match, but it isn't rating cinematic matches because they are heavily edited. So he didn't rate 36 because there was no crowd and all of this other stuff. But he did rate, just a little over a month later, he did rate all but the guaranteed edited match for AEW that still had no crowd.
He's a hypocrite.
Now, if I do remember correctly, they did do this live. And as far as everything but the Stadium Stampede. The Stadium Stampede was shot the night before. But there was a lot of moving parts in that, and that match didn't take place in Daly's place. That actually took place across the street at Jaguar Stadium. Yes, the match was on the football field and throughout the stadium. Hangman Page showed up on a horse and ended up in a bar. And there was a legitimate bar fight in the bar between Hangman Page, Jack Swagger or Hager, and Kenny Omega. It was an edited match. I know we all knew it would be because it was such a big match. You can't really shoot that live with that many cameras.
Right.
But
Still there. You cut out on me. Hang on, folks. We're having some trying to figure out what's going on. Lost puppet.
Mike check 1 2 1 2. Did we lose me or did you lose?
We lost you. There's nothing dropped
Oh shit!
on my
Okay.
end. I was still able to browse and everything, so nothing dropped on my end.
Okay. Well, we lost.
You're gone again.
Lost me this time, guys. Motherfucker.
Right, there you are. Yeah, Dave Meltzer's basically.
Okay.
I don't know. He's a hypocrite.
Well, here. Top 5 or WWE 5-star matches listed by Meltzer. Number 1, Razor Ramon, Shawn Mike, Bret Hart versus Owen Hart, SummerSlam '94. Number 3, Bret Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 13. Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker, number 4, and that was In Your House, Bad Blood. That was the Hell in a Cell match. Number 5, CM Punk versus John Cena, Money in the Bank 2011. 6, Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Almas, NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. Like, you see anything funny here?
Yep.
Number 7, Adam Cole, EC3, Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan, Ricochet, and Velveteen Dream. It was a 6-way ladder match. TakeOver New Orleans. Number 8, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, New Orleans. Number 9, Mustache Mountain versus Undisputed Era, NXT. I'm on the last page now. Hold on. Number 10, Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano, TakeOver New York, 2019. Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano. This is 11. Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, TakeOver 25. Tyler Bates versus Walter, NXT UK TakeOver, Cardiff. 13, Walter versus Ilya Dragunov, NXT UK. That's it. That's all the 5-star matches WWE has.
Oh.
And how many of those were current?
Not many.
Or, okay, let me rephrase that. How many of those were Raw, SmackDown in the last 5 years?
Not many of them.
None. None. None of the WrestleMania saga with Taker. Taker and Shawn got a 5-star match for the Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
The rest of them were NXT matches. And half of them, or, well, 3 of them, was NXT UK. Now, I'm not knocking anything against NXT, because I like NXT back down.
Yeah. Right.
But that's because I watch a lot of independent wrestling. And a lot of those guys are from the indie scene. But boy, Dave Meltzer, Kenny Omega match ratings. Oh, thank you, Wikipedia. You made this so much easier. List of professional wrestling matches rated 5 stars or more by Dave Meltzer. Now, he named his first. So he has been rating matches since the creation of Wrestling Observer newsletter in 1982. His first 5-star match was in 83. According to this, receiving a 5-star or higher, so that tells you he already broke his 5-star rating, is considered by many to be the great achievement, though the ratings themselves are ultimately just opinions of Meltzer's. That is accurate. You ready for this next kicker?
Yeah.
The highest rating ever given to a match by Meltzer was 7 stars. It was Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada, Dominion, 6-9, June 9th of 2018.
Hmm.
There have been 179 matches awarded 5 or more stars. Misawa has the most individual matches with 5-star rating, and that's 25.
Wow.
When I say, I'll do it this way. Promotions with the most five-star or higher matches. Rank 1, New Japan Pro Wrestling. 5-star or higher matches, 68. Next, or number 2 on the list, All Japan Pro Wrestling with 35 5-star matches. Number 3 on the list, All Japan Women's Pro Wrestling with 19. Followed by World Wrestling Entertainment with 13. WCW had 7. All Elite Wrestling has 6. Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, that's a United States-based indie in Southern California area, has 5. Jim Crockett Promotions and Ring of Honor tied with 4 apiece. Lucha Libre, or AAA, Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide,
Yeah.
and Pro Wrestling Noah from Japan tied with 3. So that tells you how biased Dave Meltzer's grimy ass is.
Right.
That is why I do not like Dave Meltzer. Now, when you look at all time, like the highest wrestlers with the most 5 stars, number 1 is Misawa. He's got 25. Number 2 is Kenta Kobashi. He's got 23. Number 3 is tied between Kawada and Okada with 20 each. So that's a 2-way tie for third, which means the next rating would be 5. So 5th ranked is Kenny Omega with 17. Kenny Omega has 17 or higher matches. Most of his career, he has been overseas in Japan.
Yeah.
Akira Tayu has 15. That's the next one on the list. Number 7 is Tanahashi. Hiroshi Tanahashi. He's got 14. This is the original match that broke the 5-star rating system. The highest rating he has is a 5.75 stars. And then there's a three-way tie at 8th place with Minami Toyota, Kota Ibushi, and Will. All 3 of those have 13 apiece. Majority of those, their careers have been overseas. Now, I don't disagree with Misawa and Kenta Kobashi being in the top of that list by any means, because they're phenomenal wrestlers that never got a chance to wrestle over here. And they are high up on my list of wrestlers, personal. Like, but if you're going to rate wrestling in a whole, it is a fair it is an unbiased, fair playing field. No matter where you come from. Or it's not. If it's from Japan, it already has a heads up on everything else.
Yep.
Now, again, like that article did say, or like it was stated in Wikipedia, ultimately, pretty much it's his opinions.
Right.
And again, everyone's entitled to their opinions. It's human rights, whether they're good, bad, or smell like shit coming out of your mouth. But again, I will reiterate what I have said many times this podcast. Dave Meltzer, if you hear this, you know what? Hold on. Dave Meltzer, if you hear this, if you see my face, look in my eyes, respectfully and kindly go face fuck cactus on planet fucking Earth. Thank you. Okay. That's all I got to say about that.
Can't say.
This is why I say I don't care if Dave Meltzer was to reach out and be like, I'd love to be on your podcast. You can eat shit.
Right.
I will try to be professional, but until you admit you are biased to Japanese wrestling, there's nothing wrong with that by any means, because I love Japanese wrestling. I got no problem with it, but just fucking admit it for once. That's all I'm saying. You want to come on our podcast and admit it? I will have you here and I will treat you nice and I will say thank you for finally admitting what's been known for years. And I will then retract my statement of please kindly and respectfully face fuck every cactus on planet Earth.
Right.
At that point, all you got to do is face fuck. Okay. I said what I said in a minute.
All right.
That is Puppet's take on Dave Meltzer.
All right. Coming up next on the podcast, in the next podcast, we'll be going over Dave Meltzer. If we don't get sued first.
Like, y'all, this boy from Tennessee just got.
Yeah, Chad, this may or may not be the last Sap Wrestling podcast. We'll see. We're not sure. Let's go over the schedule for what we got coming up. We're at that 3-hour mark now, so
All I'm gonna say is
if we keep going, then this is gonna
if
take fucking ever to upload.
If I blow your phone up tomorrow, you know we went viral.
I'll be watching Twitter.
Let me tell you about this story, some bitch that I ain't ever met in my goddamn life. You damn right you had, and you better be glad you had, and I knock your teeth down your throat.
Shit. All right, y'all. Starting next week, we're gonna try and get back on schedule. Scheduled release date for the next podcast is 3/16/21. 3/16 day, Stone Cold Day. We will be going over Stone Cold Steve Austin. His WrestleMania moments, our highlights, ones that we like. We omitted a few matches tonight because we didn't want to double dip, because if we went over them today when we went over The Rock, then we wouldn't have a Stone Cold Day because we wouldn't have any other matches to go over. And
now, also keep in mind, like this is Road to Mania, right? We kind of prefaced that back in January or early February when we were talking about doing this. This does not mean that later on there will not be an episode for The Rock or Triple H or
Stone Cold.
we've already done a Taker episode by Taker. So
shit, there's just so much to, and the thing is, there's so much to cover with Undertaker. Now we could probably do an entire week's worth of podcast on Taker and still not cover everything.
Exactly, and also understand, we haven't covered a lot of stuff other than WWE. There's reasons for that. I think I'm the only one out of the group that watches anything from Japan. So if there's a big event coming from Japan, I will watch it, and we will, like, when we do like a big review of different shows, that will be included. At some point, I'm going to get Six to watch Revolution. That way, me and Six can do a Revolution review. Because Six does enjoy AEW.
Yep.
I did get him to watch it, back in January, and
When
he's
6
in.
remembers AEW's on, 6 watches AEW.
Yeah. That's kind of how that goes, and that's fine. Six also has stuff going on outside of our podcast, and when he can, he does. When he can't, I don't bother him with it. I just pick up the slack and watch it for us. Which is not a big deal. That's what we're here for. That's why we're co-hosts. When one can't, the other does. So, but as time progresses, I promise, as far as I can try, I will try to get more than just WWE in here. And we have incorporated, New Japan, New Year's, our New Year's show. We covered AEW, NXT, in all 3 New Japan shows. And I want y'all to know that was 9.5 hours of New Japan that I watched in one day for y'all.
One day.
Oh, my brain was mush.
Now, we do have a gap in our scheduling. I'll go over that in a moment. But like
Okay.
I said, next week, Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast. 322. Yep. We could actually split the next 2 up because we have podcasts on 322, 326, and then we skip a week and go to 4-5. We skipped the week of the 29th.
Why did we skip a week?
I don't know. But I copied this schedule from the Discord. So we could actually break up, because on 322 we have Hogan and Savage. We could actually split those up, maybe. We'll look at it and see. And then 326 we have Hogan, Savage, and Taker Mania moments. We're gonna have to relook at this schedule. Something seems off.
That shouldn't be Taker in there, because Taker was.
Something is off with the schedule that's on there. I forgot to carry the schedule over.
You're good. I'm looking at the Discord right now, so yeah, just hold on.
What I have is what's off of the Discord.
Okay, so originally we were going to do The Rock and then Rock's WrestleMania moments. We were going to do Triple H. Like this week was supposed to be Monday, this week Monday was supposed to be Triple H. Tuesday was going to be the Revolution review, and then I guess tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow was going to be Triple H's Mania, like moments from Mania.
We went over that today.
Yeah. We did all the Mania moments for these because we did. Taker was supposed to be our beginning,
right?
And the road to Mania,
Michaels.
And end with Michaels, and then after each of those was going to be a Mania moments, but we didn't have one for Taker. That's why we had.
Right. We didn't really have one for Taker.
Yeah.
Rock and Triple H.
Yeah, so when you look, if you see Austin, and then the next 2 days later was going to be Mania moments.
Right.
That's like originally our plan was we were going to have this
2 podcasts
showcase. Yeah, we were going to showcase the superstar, and then since it's Mania week, we were going to highlight their Mania moments.
Yeah, but the way it's looking, it's.
But stuff happened. Weather happened.
It's almost like we're able to just roll everything into one long podcast, and that may be the case. But we need to relook at this schedule and figure out what's going on, because something, like I said, when I changed computers, I forgot to transfer over that schedule, and I went off of what's on the Discord, and it looks like the Discord is a little off. So
I don't know why.
Next week is Stone Cold. The week after that is Hogan and Savage. And then we also have Fastlane review to do too, for when Fastlane pops. And then 326, I don't even know what's going on with that one. But before Mania on 4-5 is Shawn Michaels.
And then the day before Mania starts, their weekend shit is when we were going to do the preview and predictions.
Right.
And then on the 12th, we were going to do the review.
Right.
So, yeah, we'll go in and edit we'll adjust because apparently when I planned out the schedule, I missed that 1 week, so and that's on me. But yeah, we'll get it all updated and try to get it posted. We'll try to get it fixed and get it posted in with the YouTube video. That way it's there as well.
All right, on that note, I am one of your hosts, 617, for the SAP Wrestling Review podcast. You can catch me as it's spelled down here for those on YouTube, for those that are listening in on Spotify and iTunes and everything. And it's spelled 6-1, and then 7 is spelled SEV3N. I'm a content creator on Twitch sometimes. I haven't streamed much as of late. In fact, I don't even think I've streamed once at all this year. But I plan on getting back into it. I just don't know when.
Yeah, you did stream this year.
I think I streamed like one raid of WoW.
You streamed
or something.
some WoW, yeah.
But you can catch me on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok at 617. I'm gonna pass it on over to this guy over here. Let him give his outro and do his favorite part. That's you.
My bad. And as Stick said, my name is I'm Puppet Master 2191. I am the other host here at SAP Wrestling Podcast. You can catch me over on Twitch at twitch.tv puppetmaster2191. And I will be testing out a new streaming platform called glimish.tv. And I believe there I was able to get just Puppet Master. Not 100% sure, but it may be Puppet Master 2191.
GLIMMISH.tv?
No, GLIMESH.
.tv.
Yeah.
Register for Alpha. I am not a robot. Click on the airplanes. That's a bus, but I'm gonna say it's an airplane.
I will tell you. Benefit
is mine.
Benefit of their chat is FTL. So there's not like that 5 to 10 second delay from when someone sends a chat and you actually get it.
And you can now catch me on Glimish, GLIMESH.tv/617.
Yes. And you know what? Let me double check and see what mine is. It is just Puppet Master on there.
I can follow myself.
Yes, that's the other thing that we found. Content creators can be their own followers as well.
I am my first follower on Glimish.
And I'll tell you more about it when we off of here, but yeah, I can tell you stuff about it.
All right.
But yeah, like I said, we'll get the schedule fixed, or like we said, we'll get the schedule fixed and have it posted in with the YouTube description. So down there in the description, you'll find the schedule adjusted and fixed accordingly. And I think now it's my favorite part of this.
Yep.
Besides my shameless plug, again, that's rogueenergy.com. Code Puppet at checkout, Puppet Master at checkout. But for everyone over here on the YouTubes, hey, this is Puppet. Over here is 6. Don't forget to click that like button, thumbs up button, click subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications when we do get everything posted. We've been a little behind due to weather. Most of that was covered at the beginning, but just again to refresh: weather, family situations, home situations, just life in general situations.
Technical situations.
Kind of. Yeah, we also had technical situations. We're going to get back to the daily grind, daily routine, weekly routine for us.
Yep.
But and get back to posting regularly. With that being said, again, click the thumbs up button,
Click on subscribe, turn the bell on for notifications. Leave a comment in the section below. Let us know what you think. Have any opinions, suggestions, anything you would like to hear us start including. We look forward to seeing that. With that, again, I'm Puppet Master 2191.
I'm 617. We'll catch you next podcast. Peace.
Peace.